up, Woodward? We are starting off your day with a brand new crew. Meet Broder.
I can't control my arms sometimes. My limbs are just kind of flying.
Detroit Kool-Aid.
Fired up!
Y'all got Kool-Aid.
I'm fired up! But with the Wake Up Woodward crew, he's actually a part of the family.
Flannel Sam.
Ask me about my wiener.
Okay.
Along with JB and KG. Wake Up Woodward gets you all of your Detroit sports talk. Every morning, 8 to 10 a.m. Live on Woodward Sports. A show for Detroit, by Detroit, with people from Detroit. Tell Siri to set an alarm, because it's time to Wake Up Woodward.
What up, though, people? It's a Friday show. Welcome to Wake Up Woodward. We appreciate you guys for kicking off the day with the crew. The sun is out.
Yes!
That Birmingham Fair is going.
It's happening.
The Lions are talking dirty.
Dirty.
Talk dirty to me.
Flaherty's talking dirty too.
Hey.
Hey.
The Tigers, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's rock.
Pistons
Let's rock.
aren't really talking, but we got some dirty things to talk about.
Let's talk about
Let's talk about it.
We got to, man.
Yeah.
How are you feeling this morning, bro?
I love this Ninja Turtle shirt
Oh,
you got on.
You already know.
Let's
man.
go. Who's
You
your
already
favorite?
know.
Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, and
Leonardo.
Say it. There you go.
Leonardo.
Leo.
Leo.
Yeah.
Come on, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep. And my brother loved Raphael growing up.
Okay.
My kids, they love Donatello for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. My
Interesting.
youngest, he be like, that's Donnie. That's Donnie.
Donnie.
Yeah.
Donnie.
But the new ones go by like nicknames, like Mikey, Leo, Donnie, and Ralph, or whatever.
Is that the new one with Ice Cube?
Oh,
The new Ninja Turtles?
you talking about the
you
one
talking
with
about the
like
movie.
Stephen Amell in them?
Maybe.
Huh.
I don't know. I saw Harry Mack freestyle for them.
The animated movie that came out like less than a year ago.
Maybe. Yes.
Oh, the
Their
animated
voices.
Yeah, I seen that.
That movie is fire. I like that movie a lot.
Oh, you know what's about to
Oh.
drop though? One
What?
of the darkest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stories ever, The Last Ronin.
Yo.
So I had to wear
Oh.
this, kind of in support of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Let's go.
I had to, man. I can't wait for the Netflix. They haven't released when it's gonna drop, but I'm looking forward to it.
I like the sound of this because, fun fact, I had the rookie cards of all 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Let's go.
I think the set was from 1984 or 88, something. I had all 4. They're not all 10s,
Yep.
but they're 9s and 10s. I didn't even know there was more Ninja Turtles coming out. That helps raise the
love
value of that stuff.
Look, the first like kind of like amusement park thing that I've ever did. My grandparents took me to Universal Studios.
Oh.
You remember the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie?
Yeah, like the
live
classic
action?
ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Took me there to go see that. Yo.
Let's go. Master
It was
Shredder?
epic. You remember the little, hey, go ninja,
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Yep.
Go ninja,
I don't.
go ninja.
I don't.
Dog,
but
they
now
got-
I gotta
You
rewatch
gotta-
this.
You gotta watch it.
I got it.
I loved it.
It's fresh. I've already spilled coffee on my shirt.
But it's still fire, though.
One day I wear a white shirt. I was
It's-
like, you know what? I don't feel like I'm gonna be sweating all show today.
It's fire and it's tiger themed. And right now, hey, shout out to Steve-O Baby.
Steve-O
Turtle
Baby.
Power. Hey, I love it, man. Turtles in the Half Shell, Turtle Power. This is awesome.
It's awesome. It's awesome. What's
It's
up,
awesome.
boys?
What up to the elite booth? That dude Justin's in the building. KG in the sound booth. Detroit's #1 draft pick. What up, though?
Hey, man. A little tired, but we made it. It's Friday, man. We made it to this motherfucker today.
We made it.
So, yeah, we gonna put it down, man. One more show to close out the week.
Yeah. Hey, look, we knew when KG was parking. You know what?
I'm
Just
parking right now.
that was that was hilarious, bro. I mean, shout out to JBSMOOOOOV. It's a Friday.
JBSMOOOOOOV.
So you already know where he's at.
It's a
Woodward
Friday.
Sports MVP in the titty booth.
In the titty booth once again. KG, that was a fire me, man. I ain't gonna
I'm using that every time now. so
Every
just
time.
expect that. When I'm running late, y'all gonna see that picture.
It's perfect. I'll describe. It's the dude from the court case. Yes, or you know
Yeah.
he was zooming for on a Zoom case for a suspended driver's license while he was driving a car.
It's crazy.
Idiot.
Hold on, I'm parking right now.
I don't know how I feel about all these teams, but at least Independent Aquaman ended with a good one. He says, wakey, wakey, go Florida Panthers, Memphis Grizzlies, Washington Nationals, Winnipeg Blue Bombers. I wonder who are those? St. Louis
I think that's the
Battlehawks?
CFL team,
They're the CFL team.
I believe.
So I'm reading off all the competitors to our Detroit teams. I still love you, Independent Aquaman. He finishes, or she finishes. Aquaman finishes with Detroit Lions. I'm a fan of them.
Shout out Aquaman.
We got some good clips from the Detroit Lions yesterday. Coaches, players. I mean, we got Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson, Scotty Montgomery.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he's my favorite coach.
Heard it was some skirmishes, man, between the offensive and defensive lines during some of these OTA
Let's
practices.
go.
love
Get
it.
that fire
Yeah.
going
I
now.
love it.
Yes.
I love it. That's what we want to see. I think that's exactly what you want to see in OTAs. As long as it doesn't cross the line.
Right. I heard
I
Dan
feel
Campbell
that.
did have to step in eventually, and
I love that.
Got it back.
Too.
I mean,
Got it
it's
back
just
down.
like on this show, I'll be looking around like all these fire shirts. So I had to go and, get some more. Because y'all, especially in the booth, be having some fire shirts.
Oh,
man.
We're not the fashionable ones. Maybe today we got. You guys kind of make us.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for, man.
You know what? We got to do a segment where they take us out and they get us some shirts that we're going to wear in the show.
Yes, at Foreman Mills.
Oh, no.
Yes!
No, I am not
We're not going to Foreman
I'm
Mills.
not
Yo,
going
I
back to
promise
Foreman
you that.
Mills. I'm not doing it.
Dog. Oh,
I go to the
man.
thrift store before Foreman Mills.
Okay.
Exactly.
You take me wherever. You take me wherever.
I
Let's
got you,
do
bro.
it. And that dude, Justin. What up, though?
Grizz,
Yeah, doing great. Got my new Grizz jersey on. Shout out
raise it a
Detroit.
little higher.
Oh, sorry. Shout
There we
out
go.
Detroit, repping. And yeah, it's a great day to be a part of the Woo crew. Let's go.
Let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
Let's go.
Pride of Michigan State, JB.
The pride
That's
of
true.
Michigan.
That's true. Grizz is from Michigan State, right?
Yeah.
Stud. I actually do like Grizz. My little brother was a huge fan of his. I went down to Dem for movement, I guess, a couple years. Grizz is a stud. Plays the saxophone on stage.
Oh, it's crazy. The
Like the
EDM
jazz
music with the live saxophone, and then he has live horns and a live singer and a live rapper that bring it all together. It's so awesome.
We need Terry Mack up there.
That would
It's
be a nice
Friday.
addition.
It's Friday. You
It's
want to talk about Flaherty today?
Friday.
You want to talk about the Tigers today?
You know what?
Yeah?
Tell the people we're going to talk about.
We're going to talk about the Tigers. You want to talk about the Lions?
Yes,
We got
of
lots
course.
of clips. Lots of clips. You want to talk about the Pistons again?
Yeah.
Because I had some follow-up questions. No, these are more fun. We don't have to get all
I love the
negative. These are fun. These are interesting questions that are leading us into the NBA draft, leading us more into this offseason. I'm learning. Every time we talk Pistons, I learn something new from you guys. And last time you were on with Rod, pretty sure you guys called this PBO situation, Trajan Langdon.
Yeah.
Honestly, those are the three topics. We can stretch them across a couple segments, but we want the chat engaged. Basically, want you to run the second half of the show. I just left this open so we can have some fun today.
Some fun.
Yeah,
We can just chop it up.
damn right.
I do want to ask you, though. Actually, before I ask you our opening question, I want to remind you, I want to double down on what we were talking about yesterday. I need more ideas, more WNBA franchise name ideas, because we had such good answers yesterday.
Yeah.
And by the end of the day, Matthew Larson with 43%, his recommendation of the Detroit Smoke was number one. Matthew Kruger came in numbers 2 with the Motown Soul. I like both of those.
Yeah.
And those are like normal names. Feel free to get funny with it
Yeah.
or give us a real name. It was fun yesterday. And a lot of those clips blew up on social.
They did, and you know what? Shout out as well to Ryan Reed, the current owner of the Detroit Shock name and the Detroit Shock
Big shout out.
WBL team as well. He was tapped into the show yesterday. He expressed his appreciation for us telling the story the right way. And we do have confirmation. He is going to be joining the show one day. He wants to get the WBL and the current Detroit Shock their love, but he also wants to talk about his love for the former Detroit Shock
Let's
and
go.
how he hopes they definitely make their return back to
Let's go.
the state of Michigan. So it'll be cool to be able to get him in studio soon.
Does that mean that the WNBA franchise could be named the Shock? Or are you saying he still owns it for like the WNBA G League?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So it would still need a new name for a new WNBA franchise, but the Detroit Shock name could
Yeah.
still be in the ecosystem.
It could, but you know what? And that's one of the questions I want to ask him on
Okay.
the show is, if the fans wanted the actual WNBA team to be called the Shock, is there some part of you that would say, you know what, I will work with the WNBA and the NBA and the Pistons organization to make this happen?
Hey, I would love to hear his answer.
Yeah,
It's kind of a pressure. That's a pressure packer.
it is. And you know, a guy that now has 2 daughters, he's really, really big on women's and girls basketball from the young ages all the way up to obviously the professional ages. And so it's really cool to see him have this passion and this excitement for it. That's
Yeah.
going to be interesting.
And you see, to move over to the Detroit Lions for a second, you remember the shirts that Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes, like when they're up at press conference, they wear support women's sports, support. They're almost champion, I think, in the NFL women's flag football, girls flag football, high school flag football. Just trying to support all women's sports. Growing up, I got to meet Herb Nash at the Tigers game yesterday. His daughter plays softball. There are so many great female athletes. We see them more now. I know, partly due to Caitlin Clark, but a lot of the up-and-coming WNBA players, Angel Reese. I mean, there's a whole
INS school.
Exactly
on the list. Like,
I love seeing it.
Yep.
I love seeing it. Caitlin Clark is what drew me into women's basketball. Other people had different avenues in, but it's my first real taste of the WNBA since the Shock left, and I kind of lost interest, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't know if you guys saw. I'm assuming you guys at least heard Jack Flaherty took a no-no into the 7th last night.
Mr. Lad.
And we're going to get into the game, but I want to preface this. Let's just open this up real quick.
Tigers back to 500
They are.
for the second time in 2 days.
But on that no-hitter topic, how superstitious are you guys? Like, do you
I'm a
consider
little
when
bit.
you played, or even just what you do on a day-to-day basis, are you superstitious?
Just a little bit.
A little bit. Would you talk about a no-hitter if you're at the game or your teammates with the pitcher or you're calling the game? Jason Benetti, he talks openly about the no-hitter, and he'll talk about that on air.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is my job. I'm just going to talk about it. I can't avoid it.
Right.
Some announcers won't do it.
I know.
I can't do it. Like
You don't even.
I was not a superstitious person until the game of baseball.
Yeah.
That one just seems to break all of my
built on
beliefs as it relates
superstition.
to superstition, bro. What'd you say, KG?
I said it's built on superstition.
That's what I'm saying. Like baseball's one, it's like, don't say anything about it. Don't talk about it. Just let it ride.
If you're in the dugout, don't sit next to the pitcher.
Yep.
Don't talk about anything related. Like, don't even talk to him after the 5th inning, maybe the 6th inning.
Yep.
And I'm not even blaming anyone yesterday, but leading into the 7th inning, they had flashed a graphic on, and they were talking about it, but they flashed a graphic on Bally. The last last Tigers pitcher to take a no-hitter, the deepest as the last Tiger pitcher was Reese Olson last year. It was 6.1 innings pitched. And that's exactly how far Jack Flaherty took it. The dude, I forget what the name of the hitter was in the 7th inning with 1 out. He had like a 9 or 10 pitch at bat and then lined a single to left. And that was it. I don't know if Flaherty was going to last the entire game. His pitch count was getting up there. I was like, man, he needs like a 3-pitch inning here, 4-pitch inning there. But he took a no-no. He looked sharp. Looked sharp. Justin, would you talk about a no-hitter or a perfect game or anything to break some superstition?
No, I would not. And actually, I have a funny caveat to this.
Let's hear
because
it.
my dad texted me when I was driving home yesterday, and he was like, tune into the Tigers game. Like, I won't say why or something like that. And
That's
it. Yeah, that's all
do you think that counts as talking about it, or is that still the right etiquette?
To me, that's the perfect etiquette.
Yeah.
That's what I
there's
figured.
something going on in the game. Like, hey, in between innings,
You got a
focus
good
on
father,
the box
Justin.
score and like try to find. Like, you can kind of tease it. You just can't say the words. Hey, he's got a no-hitter going. Hey, he hasn't given up a hit yet. Hey, he's got a perfect game going.
Hey, zeros across the board.
Yeah.
I hate that stuff.
Yeah, you
bro.
just
I
got
hate
to hint at it.
No,
KB?
yeah.
I'm superstitious. I'm not talking about it. I'm sorry. I can't, as you said, I wouldn't even sit by the pitcher. I can't go anywhere near it. I can't even bring up the words, but you have that thought in the back of your head. You just don't want to voice it. And I think that's what keeps the streak alive a little bit more, just not talking about it, but knowing in the back of your head that this could happen.
Yes.
M. Karpov 08 says Benetti has called 2 or 3 no-hitters and has called it out loud every time.
Yeah.
But how many weren't no-hitters though? That's the point. We don't know.
That's a
We
stat
don't
we'll
know.
never know.
We will never know.
We'll never know.
The little X-Files song.
Yeah. Do. I love it. Let's talk more about this game when we get back from break. Premier Pet Supply is who I really want you to tell the people about
Hey,
Kool-Aid.
you know what? The Tigers beating the Boston Red Sox. That's the best.
You can get turtle food.
Hey, I can.
Hot and fresh pizza, oven fried pizza, oven baked pizza. That's what it is.
You already know what my turtle babies love, man. I love that. And to give them the best, I can take them to Premier Pet Supplies, hands down, Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and all the conveniences of the online and big box retailers with one major difference. They've been family and locally owned for 30 plus years. They carry over 60 brands of food and they have nutrition experts to help you. They also offer same day, local curbside, and home delivery. Give your pet the best. You have no excuse. Or visit them online at www.premierpetsupply.com.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Kool-Aid, what happens when you run a great business for over 50 years?
Tell me.
You expand and you offer more products to more people. That's exactly what Les Stanford did when they added Les Stanford Buick GMC. They still offer the same great service that their customers have come to know and trust. So go check them out. Located on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile Road. You can also check Les Stanford out in Dearborn today at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Right down Woodward, the legendary, historic Woodward Avenue. What up, though, people?
What up, though?
Welcome back to Wake Up Woodward. Oh, man, it's already a good day. The sun is out. It's feeling good. The crew is on one. Shout out to Flannel Sam as well, the fifth guy, the starting five, the vet of the squad. He will be on Big D Energy today. Man, what a week for Flannel. What a week. But shout out to Shane D. He said, on a plane to Detroit, Lord help me.
Come on.
Hey.
I'm just come right into the studio.
Come on. Yeah.
Drop just... You can land right on Woodward or just take a little Uber right over to Lady Jane's in Birmingham.
Come say what up, though, Shane.
Well, we're shouting out people. Shout out KG.
Hey,
he
man.
killed it on the desk yesterday.
This guy, man.
He absolutely deserves it.
Stop it, man. I appreciate it, man.
Stud.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Dude, support our people. Justin in the booth with Joel.
Oh, yeah.
Yin Yang podcast. You guys were killing it.
Thank you. Yeah. Broder, thank you for tapping in.
I got
JB
you,
was
man.
also in chat.
That's what's up,
So, the support's unreal. I love that we all support each other. But I was clipping for Big D like I always do, and KG was killing it. I literally had to text him. I was like, KG, bro, I'm editing your stuff right now. You are killing the game. You sound so good up there. You look good. Hollywood.
I wasn't up there talking about shit, man. I appreciate it, though. Much love, man.
You're stud. Just don't be too good where we lose you to Woodward Knights or something. No, I'm just kidding.
Try not to be, man.
No, I'm just kidding. Whatever your career path, we got you, man. We support you.
Much love.
And you, what's that Queen Latifah song? Unity?
Yeah.
UNITY.
Hey.
Yeah, let's go.
Shout out Queen Latifah, man.
Did you see Devin the dog already invited me to the cookout? Said he might need to double down the delegation to confirm. You guys just approved Spenny to the cookout. I'm still, I think, in the queue, but
nah, we'll get you in there.
Keep an eye on me.
We'll work it out.
Okay.
Neil is the only one with a pending contract right now.
It's the potato salad, right?
Yeah.
Yep, the potato salad. Yep. Yeah, you got to have some hot sauce in there.
I love
You want to
hot
shout
sauce.
out? You wanted to before we get into this segment? You got something?
What's
that ball?
It's just great. It's a lot of great people here, man. It's a lot of great people at this network. I've had my life greatly enriched and benefited just by the relationships we have. And I know that that's going to lead ultimately to actual greater success as it relates to what we're trying to accomplish as a team. You know, shout out, first of all, like I said the other day, Anson Wells. Kid Kool-Aid probably got 1,000 cards right now. He knew that we were ripped over, I don't know how many different packs of cards, just trying to find a Cade Cunningham rookie card. And the stupid thing is, all these packs we ripped open had Cade Cunningham on the front of it. He's the only one.
The NBA hoops.
We never got one. Anson went and hooked it up, and since then, like months ago, like last year during the Lions season, he's been helping out. And JB, shout out to JB. Elvin Hayes signed basketball to help start off Kid Kool-Aid's memorabilia collection. It's just good people here, bro.
That's
I
dope.
love it. The last
This
great
is-
Hayes that was on the Pistons.
He ain't lying though.
I mean, he's not lying.
Damn.
That's awesome, though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love collecting stuff, memorabilia. It's fun.
Yep.
It's partially dangerous. Make sure he takes it slow. You can get caught spending way too much money way too soon. So as long as you
Yes.
take it slow, start collecting what you want, what you love. Because the mark, if you're just looking to like buy and sell and resell, you'll get burned. But if he's just collecting for himself, collect what you love. That means no matter what the market is, you still got something you can cherish.
Yep, and and pay it forward because, man, to see my son so happy about this stuff, to see the support, I know that these are things that go into helping him also try and do the same thing for other people too. So it's dope, man. It's really dope. I just as a father and as a friend and as a brother to all you guys, it's awesome.
Love it.
It's just awesome. So
Love it. Well, how about this super chat from Dante Kool-Aid? $4.99 Dante. Thank you, man.
Shout out.
You are a legend. Absolute legend. Akil Badu.
Dante.
What are you doing in the lineup? Left allowed also Gio Urshela and Riley Green hitting some dangers to bring in some runs to help the pitchers. Let's start there. We got a lot to talk about Flaherty, but we've seen some timely hits in the last couple games. I know Skeens beat the Tigers, but that's the only loss in the last 6 games. Tigers had lost 5 in a row, now have won 5 of 6, and are 28-28. A lot due to some timely hitting. Badu was called up yesterday. This is part of Kerry Carpenter. He's now on the IL. I think it's 10-day, 15-day with the lumbar contusion.
It was 10-day.
Which is questionable. Dealing with the back injury. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Could be extended.
But Badu came up. He's made some mechanical tweaks being in the minors. Over this last year, he didn't used to be able to hit a single ball oppo.
Mm-hmm.
He's done it so far. I think the last time he was called up, I think he had to hit an oppo bomb or an oppo triple or something. But last night, over the Green Monster, this is what kicked off the scoring. Akil Badu hit a bomb over the left field fence, which is the Green Monster in Boston. Matt Vierling, on the flip side, another massive game out of him, too. He's starting to consistently pull the ball. And that was his one problem. When he was struggling or when he was inconsistent, he was just hitting a lot of weak stuff to the right side.
Yeah.
He couldn't really turn on a fastball or even an off-speed pitch. He wasn't predicting it right or whatever it was. He wasn't able to get in front of it and pull it to the left side. He's doing that. He's hitting the ball out of the park, and he's on a historic run right now. All of this, you add in Riley Green, who finally had a day.
Gio Urshela.
Where'd his power come from?
Right?
Like, I didn't know if he was going to hit a home run all year. Maybe like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
He hit this one well. He barreled it up. And that was the fifth run of the day.
I believe
that's a big insurance run.
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked a couple, maybe last week, when they score over 4.5 runs. They're like the best team in baseball.
With the Detroit Tigers, there are never enough insurance runs.
No.
Get them all. Get all the ones
Seriously.
you can get.
You got to.
Especially against the Red Sox. I still see Terry Hunter's legs straight up.
Oh, my God.
Pause.
But those insurance runs are important, even if you have a pitcher on the mound, like Jack Flaherty and how he was rolling yesterday. Absolute dominant effort. Took a no-hitter into the 7th inning. He ended. Let me make sure I get this line correct. Oh, I don't even have his line from yesterday. But he pitched fantastic. He's now 2-4 on the season. Lowered his ERA to 3.46, which I know doesn't seem like ultra low. He had a couple questionable outings at the beginning. He's given up 9 home runs on the year, which is maybe the one dark spot on his stat sheet. But he's been dominant after that. He definitely leads the AL in strikeouts. I think he's top 1 or 2 in the majors in strikeouts. 10th in innings pitched in the American League. 8th in the AL in WHIP. The dude had another incredible outing yesterday. He was commanding his fastball. So he was painting the corners, both down and in, down and away, up and in, up and away. And then he was playing off his fastball and had what I thought his best off-speed stuff of the season, maybe since his Cy Young candidacy year 2 years ago with the Cardinals. His slider was nasty. His knuckle curve was nasty. He's now in the top 3% in the MLB in whiff rate, so getting swings and misses.
Yep.
Which is wild. He's also in the top 4% of the MLB in walks, meaning he walks the least amount of hitters. I believe he's got 10 walks on the year, 90 strikeouts. That's epic. And this your 1B Is this your 1C? We now have 3 pitchers on this Tigers team. I think they got 3 Cy Young candidates in Tarek Skubal, Reese Olson, and Jack Flaherty. Is that wild to say, boys?
I don't think it's completely outrageous. He's having a resurgent year. You got to give him credit, man. He's worked, and you are seeing the results, man. He's back to sitting down batters, and he's putting the ball in good places. But the key is, if he keeps going like this, he's only on a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
Do you use him for trade bait?
That's the question. You see what I put in the
I told you I love that question.
in the show sheet? Like, what do you do in this situation? We got Tarek Skubal, 7-1, 2.01 ERA. Reese Olson, 1-5, but a 1.92 ERA, which is 3rd in the American League. And then you got Jack Flaherty, who, if Skubal wasn't so dominant,
He'd probably be the best pitcher on the team.
Yeah. And as we say that, now I'm thinking, like, well, what about Reese Olson? Like there are 3 studs. I think Skubal is maybe truly your only ace at this point, but the other 2 are pitching like aces. So what do? You trade Skubal and keep the other 2. Do you try to trade all 3 and historically speed up this turnaround, like almost rebuild your entire farm system immediately? Or do you stay patient? Maybe move maybe move Flaherty at the deadline. He's on a 1-year deal. He's the oldest of the bunch. He still has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I was going to ask, help me understand the philosophy, because obviously in baseball there's no cap. So if the owner wants to just spend, he can just spend. With trading Flaherty, does that give them a better deal versus going out into free agency and saying, you know what, we'll sign the bats and the players that we need in free agency? Or does it make it better for them to say, you know what, let's trade a Jack Flaherty now and to be able to get maybe some value pieces and whatnot?
Yeah, I think a trade like Flaherty, it will probably get you back a strong prospect.
Yeah.
Or a couple strong prospects, or a decent major league bat and a prospect. Like, I don't know if you could command an everyday starting major leaguer.
Probably not.
Even though it might be like for like in the trade, a team that wants Flaherty is going to be competing, wants to compete and get a spot in the playoffs, or know that they want to go on a deep playoff run, so they might not want to give up one of their major league bats. So you're probably looking at prospects. Skubal, you could probably ask for whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't know if you actively go out and you seek a trade for Skubal, but you probably pick up the phone. At least it's probably your if you're a true fiduciary of the Detroit Tigers organization, you got to take the calls.
Yeah.
Their decision on whether they make the calls, but he can definitely command the most. Reese Olson's a tricky one because he's the youngest. He's got stuff. I see a lot of teams really liking him, especially if you think you could run him out as your 3rd or 4th starter.
Yeah.
With an offense. Like he's 1-5.
Yeah.
With a 1.92 ERA.
I think at this point, those would be your 2 options, Flaherty or Olson, because I want to hold on to Tariq Skubal at least for this year, and try to maybe work on an extension, because he's that guy. He can be your ace for years and years to come. And I really feel like he can be a cornerstone of this franchise. So I would lean more to paying him in the offseason and then just maybe trading a Reese Olson or a Jack Flaherty for a team that's looking for a playoff push. You will get something back. Now, will it necessarily help us in the short term? Maybe not right away, but going forward, especially in the next year, I think that's a good move to explore.
That's the thing. It's the timing of this all. That's the tricky part.
Are they in a position, though, to, if they say we like what our pitching staff is, we know that that's locked in, to go into the offseason instead and say, you know what, we'll find a couple more bats to augment this lineup? Like, which way is actually closer for the Tigers to reach that level of relevancy? If they go and they can buy the bats and they're sure of that, or if they go and they say, you know what, we need to kind of beef up and have some prospects that we can have step up to the plate and do the thing.
The quickest way is waiting until the offseason and paying for it. Yeah. Going and getting some established free agents. Not that they're guaranteed, because you're probably paying for what they did versus what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Juan Soto is going to be a free agent. So if you really want to make a splash,
stop it.
You're just going to throw that out there.
Stop
but
it, Roder.
Your quickest way to have success at the major league is to buy some bats, to actually go get major leaguers, you'd have to trade your prospects.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to trade your Justin Henry Malloys. You probably would have to trade a Jace Young if you want a true, like a big time major leaguer. in the short term via trade.
And guys, why can't we do both? Why can't we maybe trade one of these great pitchers that we have right now and go spend on some bats in the offseason?
That might be the strategy. If,
you know what?
If you trust Scott Harris, if
Black
Chris Ellis
Hollywood.
trusts Scott Harris, like
I trust Scott. It's all about Lil Chris, though.
we'll see the trade market. That's the one we haven't seen Scott Harris successfully orchestrate a trade.
That's true.
We've actually seen one fall through. Like
that is true. That's true.
Chalk it up to his first year or him being new or whatever you want. That's still strike one.
Yeah.
The Eduardo Rodriguez trade, not coming away from that with anything, not just not making the trade, but not coming away with one of their two stud catchers.
Do we have time to take this another another segment?
Yeah, that's why I left the whole second half just about open.
Dope.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we gotta talk more about this.
I gotta tell you about Dispo though, right? Like, how high can this Detroit Tigers team get in the standings or something? No, shout out Dispo. You can visit Dispo Dispensary today for deals too good to miss. Meet a team that curates an unbelievable atmosphere and shopping experience. Try the freshest inventory for Michigan's largest variety of products. Come through our stores or order on Dispo Dash today. That's Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com. Your local cannabis plug.
What's up, everybody? Neil Rule, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, home of the Planet Fitness Studios. Let me tell you a little personal story about myself with Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness helped me change my life, and it can do the same for you. The best gym in the gym game. The clean facilities, tons of cardio equipment, tons of weights as well. And look, through all the price increases, inflation, all that, hasn't happened at Planet Fitness. Still $1 down, $10 per month, $24.99 a month for the Black Card as well. It's Planet Fitness, everybody, where your fitness is essential.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Drive into summer and drive into savings during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest Memorial Day sale ever. We're stocked with new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs, all priced to move. Like this 2024 Silverado for only $217 a month, or this 2024 Equinox for as low as $199 a month. Find your freedom in a Feldman at the Memorial Day sale going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and I mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you will experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment. You can get a full-body workout in just 30 minutes, and all their memberships, they include fitness training. You get it all for $10 a month, no commitment. If you want even more amenities, you get the Black Card. You get the Hydro Massage bed, the massage chairs, the tanning booths. They got all kinds of amenities there. It's like a Planet Fitness spa. So no matter where you go, there's a Planet Fitness nearby. There's like 50 in Metro Detroit and thousands more opening up around the world. So go check them out. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Essential. What up, though, people? Welcome back. It is Wake Up Woodward.
Wake
Chat
up.
family, as always, you guys are the most important part of this show. Go on ahead and smash that like button once you have. Encourage somebody else to do the same.
GM Jan and Mike G and Tony D.
And Tammy.
Crazy Clown. This is my guy. We talk Tigers and like random YouTube chats out there in the atmosphere. Crazy Clown, that's my dog. And we got, the OG. We got Eric Allen, China Virus, Chuck Brewer, Tammy Chin, Rando, Mark Peugeot.
I'm just hearing goats.
Goats. Anakin
You hear all that?
Skywalker.
I hear it, man. It's just goats. And you know what? The chat is on. They're still on this trade stuff. Mike G, trading Scooble is like trading KG. It's out of the question. I agree, Mike G.
See?
Hey. Chuck Brewer, I trust talent that is shown over the maybes. Stop trading away talent, guys. So, before we went to break, KG posed, why not do both? Yeah. Why not? Hey, Flaherty's on a 1-year deal. It probably makes sense. And when we're talking about what the Tigers would have to do to their minor league system to be able to bring in other bats in the trade, maybe it makes sense to get Jack Flaherty somewhere else for potentially a couple more prospects to give you a little bit more flexibility to trade, as well as go in the offseason and spend that bread as well.
Yeah.
If Chris will do it.
Yeah, I think the wild card here, or what we don't know yet, and maybe Scott Harris doesn't know it yet. He talked about it in that interview the other day with Brian Kinney and MLB.com. What is the core? What is the core that they're going to build around? What is this foundation?
That's the big question.
Is it Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson? Like, are they part of that? I think they want it to be, but that's still a question mark. Are those the guys? Or is their core Colt Keith, Parker Meadows, Justin Henry Malloy? Does it start with Max Clark and Kevin McGonigal in single A, which would mean that core doesn't get to the big leagues and actually start contributing for 3, maybe 4 years?
Bro, I'm so glad you brought that up because he used a word that we speculated on in the beginning. Could this season potentially be an assessment year for the Detroit Tigers? And he effectively said yes.
Yes.
We're trying to figure out the core. Because why would you potentially spend all of this bread if you don't know necessarily where the needs might be?
Exactly. It's an assessment year. And I think what makes it tricky, and maybe he didn't even plan on it, was how good that the staff was going to be. You wanted it to turn out like this, but this is a dream. Not only having these 3 starters at the top of your rotation dominate like this, but the bullpen was great at the beginning of the year. Yeah. They've fallen off a bit. I still like their arms in there, and I like arms that are coming up in the system. But you're right. Who are those guys? Like, who are the prospects that you could trade? Like, Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson, we think they're the core. They were Al Avila guys. Yeah. They were early picks of Al Avila. Not that Al Avila has been completely wrong at all the draft picks and people he's brought in and whatnot, but they were never able to develop them. We've never been able to draft a guy and develop it. I mean, literally for decades. It's pretty horrendous. And this is part of the rebuild of what Scott Harris, now in his first year as president of baseball operations, having a general manager under him, even more focus is on building that minor league system, which includes players and the staff and the coaches. So one of the wild cards from a major league standpoint, and we talk about Flaherty leaving or do we trade one of these pitchers? If I'm Flaherty, and there's probably a little bias coming out of this, I want to stay with Chris Fetter as long as possible. You know? And not just Chris Fetter, Robin Lund too, the biomechanics expert, the assistant pitching coach. Like, there's something special going on. We don't know how soon Fetter's going to get a managerial job, but nonetheless, as a pitcher, you want to be on the best team. You want to give yourself the best chance to win, but you also want to be able to trust not just your manager, but even more your pitching coach, because they have your best interest in mind. They have the biggest role in helping you succeed. Yeah. Flaherty struggled last year. Since he looked so dominant in his Cy Young year, he hasn't looked so great. Hey. And we start to see things he's doing. We start to see consistencies across this pitching staff, how they're attacking these hitters. We saw Flaherty last night in his no-hitter. Remember when I was going over Scooble, was it earlier this week, Tuesday? Yeah. We were kind of breaking down pitch tunneling, and how he would throw this fastball to up and out to right-handed hitters and then sneak a slider in on the outside corner. Something not normal. Usually those pitch sequences happen on the inside of the plate. You throw a fastball up and in. It's easier to get over your front side and throw that fastball up and in, and then throw a sharper slider down and in. But they're doing it on the outside of the plate. You have to have total confidence in your command and your mechanics. And Flaherty was doing it with ease yesterday, throwing that fastball, which wasn't, I don't think it was his highest velocity, 93, 94, 95, but he was painting it on the upper edge of the strike zone, if not out of the strike zone, and then coming back with a slider or a knuckle curve painted perfectly down and away. So it's like, even if he misses on those pitches, he's not getting burned.
Yeah, he's missing off the plate.
You miss a slider trying to get a hitter down and in. And so I'm talking Flaherty to a lefty. When he's throwing a lefty, he was throwing that fastball away and a slider or knuckle curve down and away. If you're throwing it to a righty and you miss over the plate, that's where they hit you. Yep. That's where they hit it out of the park. So you think about all the things that the staff is doing. There's a lot of special stuff coming out of Fetter's pitching room. So do you stay? Do you move? Maybe can they convince Flaherty, hey, we're going to trade you for the second half of the season. Want to come back and sign a long-term extension next year? So that's a possibility.
I was just about to say, so if he continues to play like this, you're leaning toward maybe giving him an extension. How much would he command if he continues to have the year he's having?
Man, I don't know, because Flaherty, he's still young.
Yeah.
I know Tarek Skubal will break the market, but where does Flaherty stand? I mean, it would be 9 figures, I'm assuming. You go to 3 years, it would probably be at least, well, maybe would it be 33? Probably be at least 90. You probably get 30 mil a year. That's a lot. You'd probably get between 25 and 30, maybe 20 and 30. it would be a nice chunk of change, but you see how dominant he can be, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's tricky. What do? Do you trade a Reese Olson and a Riley Green or a Vierling?
Honestly, I might be looking at Reese Olson and maybe Spencer Torkelson. I think Torque needs to be in the trade discussion at this point, especially if he continues to struggle. You might just want to cut bait now. It's been 3 years. He does have a 30 home run season on his resume, so some teams would bite on that. But if he's going to continue to not develop, then you might just want to just start to move forward, man.
Yeah, but before it gets too deep in his struggles,
exactly.
This would pain Tigers fans so much, but there is a team out there, and I got the Tampa Bay Rays in my head that there's some hitting coach that sees him and believe, I can, let me work with him. I can get him back to that number 1 overall pick. You want that, but you also don't want it to work out. But you want someone like that, so he has some value. Yeah. Some team might want him. Shoot, I think I typed it in the Big D chat yesterday. If you could do a Reese Olson and Torque for a Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Oh my God, stop it!
You know what?
Talk dirty to me,
man. I was about to say, man, Broder's baseball talk is so passionate, deep, and entertaining. It belongs behind OnlyFans paywall for $24.99 a month.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I like feet.
We got some super chats here, and I got a question for you baseball knowers as well. Dante151 with the $19.99 super chat. I mean, yeah, you could give Scott Harris a strike on the Erod trade. That didn't happen, but you have to remember, Erod had a no trade clause, so that made it difficult for Harris or a team who would be interested. And Randall Smalls, $5. Thank you guys as well. Why not trade for Mike Trout?
That's an interesting one.
Is that an option?
All right, I don't know if that's an option. And then just with the injury, it's Mike Trout. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the best MLB players when he's on the field. But with the injury history, and then I just don't know what the Angels are doing, whether they're holding on to him. They let Shohei go, but I don't know. Mike Trout's been there the whole time, so I'm not sure. He is their franchise. He is the Angels.
Yep. And you know what, my question here. Gromit says, why is Torque still with the main ball club? And my question is this. We see Akil Baddoo, and I'll let you speak. You said there's some differences you've seen since he went down and has been recalled to the main roster. Who else needs? We all know.
Right. We know.
We know. But we got to get into the conversation. Who else needs the Akil Baddoo treatment?
I think it's to the point where you got to consider Torque.
I don't know why he hasn't been sent down already. It's been too long.
Yeah, and I trust AJ Hinch and his understanding of the mental makeup of his players. That is part of what makes AJ Hinch special, part of why he was able to develop a young team in Houston. But it's gotten to the point where it does feel like it's not just mental for Torkelson, but it is mechanical.
Yeah.
His swing, he's not only not ready, that's a relatively basic word, but he's not jumping all over fastballs that come right down the middle. He's not
even making good contact.
He's not making good contact. His swing is really long. When he does make contact and it's good contact, he crushes it, but that's so inconsistent now. Yeah. There's got to be something that he can figure out, and maybe it is down in AAA. We can pull a Parker Meadows where you just got to go see some pitching again. You got to go see other pitchers try to exploit your weaknesses and really focus on just improving that weakness. Yeah. It's hard. We read so much into averages, and Justin Henry Malloy is crushing it in AAA, but we don't know, and I don't know deep enough. We got to get Raj on here at some point to break down what's going on in the minor leagues. But is he seeing the pitches that he was struggling with in the big leagues? We don't know if that's what the pitchers are attacking. That's the difference between Major League Baseball and even AAA. It's those pitchers in the MLB. They not only have all of the top analytics and all the top preparation to study exactly what each and every hitter they're about to face, study their weakness, and attack it. Mm-hmm. And if you can't, make elementary adjustments to just be competitive when pitchers are targeting your weakness, you're going to have a stretch like Parker Meadows. You're going to be hitting 90 in the big leagues. You're going to go under the Mendoza line at least. So it's a balancing act of how much will it help? Can we expect pitchers to attack whatever Torkelson is struggling with?
Yeah.
to me at this point, I do say send him down because it is partly mental. He just needs to feel the ball, get off the bat, pop off the bat again.
Yeah.
And you said you saw some technique changes with Akil Baddoo.
Yeah, Baddoo and Vierling, but Baddoo especially, his batting stance in there is allowing him to go with the ball on the outer edge of the plate, to not just pull it, which is all he was doing in previous years, but now he's able to hit Oppo with power. And I don't mean just home run power, but he's hitting the ball hard. He's hitting line drives to the opposite field too. And shout out to Akil Baddoo for attempting a bunt.
Yeah.
Hey!
It didn't work.
Let's go.
It didn't work, but he attempted it.
You look so happy, bro.
So happy.
least
So
you
happy.
tried.
I figured I'd be hearing it about him not being able to lay it down.
Yeah.
And to be clear, bunting is not easy. Like, especially at the big league level.
Yeah.
You're literally getting your face in there on 100-mile-an-hour fastballs or 92-mile-an-hour sliders. It ain't easy.
Yeah.
But everyone in the big league should do it. Like, that's why you're in the big leagues. You're the best of the best.
Don't let Flannel hear that. He punching air right now.
I don't.
Hearing that shit.
Someone got thrown out stealing the other day, right? Well, Javi Baez, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know he was sick about that shit.
Speaking of Flannel, and we were joking a little bit about it on Twitter, didn't he kind of write Riley Green off yesterday? I don't mean to throw him under the bus, but
I don't want to say right off, but he did. He
saw
made
that
it a
clip.
point to bring him up. I would say
and
that.
Riley Green goes out and hits a big home run.
Yeah.
So we need some torque slander out of Flannel today.
I tried to get him to do it yesterday. He wouldn't bite.
Or maybe Maeda. This
Yeah.
is going to be a tricky game for Maeda tonight. We'll go to break right after this.
It's
but
that superstition stuff.
yeah,
Come on, Sam. Do your job,
Send
Sam.
it, Flannel. Just light into somebody today. Maeda, a pitcher who gives up
We're
home
asking
runs,
for a Flannel
who his
rant.
velocity isn't that strong. A small ballpark like Boston, we got to make sure that he keeps the ball down. He gets ground balls. Say, look
Please.
for that in the first couple innings.
Yeah.
Kenton Maeda keeping the ball in the lower half of the strike zone and getting ground balls. Because if these hitters start to lift it, it could be a long day. But let's keep this winning streak going.
Please.
Try to go 6 of 7. Get over 500 for the first time going into June in almost a decade.
Wow.
They
Wow.
have a chance to be 29 and 28.
Damn.
Let's win.
get it.
Let's get that dub tonight on Apple TV.
Yeah.
All right. That's right. Hey,
We're not even going to be able to watch it.
I was going to
Well,
say shout out to
I
Ray
will.
as well.
Yeah, I will too.
I have my ways.
He said, what is worse for a young guy's mind, getting sent down to fix your swing or getting booed by your home crowd? Because those boos are on the way.
We can't
That's-
keep sparing his feelings at this point, though. It's about what you're producing on the field. And I do think that is a reason why they maybe haven't sent him down yet. He hit those cluster of home runs finally, and I think maybe they're trying to spare his feelings. But at this point, it's about what he can do on the field, man. He's not helping his team. He's not.
True. 90% true. And as soft as it sounds talking about feelings and it
matters,
it does. And who getting booed by your home team, that would hurt.
That's discouraging.
That would hurt. It's discouraging. It's tricky. I don't even have a clear answer for you, but it is.
And somebody of Torque's caliber, if you send him down, he knows he's coming back up eventually. All he has to do is perform.
That's what you
It's
hope.
not like you're being sent down there to be relegated forever. Like, he'll get called back up. But if you're not doing anything on the major league level,
Yeah.
that's what this is for.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think they expect this? I mean, if you get sent down, you get sent down. It's just being a professional. You're in a professional sport right now.
Thank you,
You
JB.
knows you know the highs and lows of this sport. You knows what comes with this. So
Yeah.
you got to be expecting this at some point in time. If you're not performing up to your best of your abilities, like, hey, you know what? We're going to sit you down for a little bit.
And
You
then
can't be
Hinch is-
upset about it.
Hinch has already threatened to bench him. So if you're already talking about maybe benching him at some point, then why not send him down? Because benching him will only help with, okay, he's seeing some of the pitches, but I need him to actually work on his mechanics.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to pay close attention to him these next couple games. But Boston's got a pretty solid staff. We'll see, because he did show some signs there for a couple games.
Yeah.
Then he's regressed again. So it's tricky. This is part of what makes being a major league manager hard. Like,
Yeah,
there are
yeah.
so many decisions that go into this. Long-term strategies, short-term strategies that you're thinking about on a game-to-game basis.
Yeah.
And Torque needs to improve his defense, too. I will say he made a spectacular play, which usually happens in a no-hitter or a perfect game. There's one or two spectacular plays. He made it. I think it was the 6th inning, a hard-hit ground ball to his right side, a back end that he dove for, and then threw off his knees, sidearm to Jack Flaherty, running full speed to keep the no-no intact. That That's a very difficult play for both the first baseman and the pitcher. I mean, Torque was almost where a second baseman was playing, and he's throwing to Flaherty on the run, full speed, and hit him right at square, and then you got to touch the base. It's difficult. Fantastic play, though. That Torque discussion is something we're going to be talking about a lot over the next couple weeks.
We'll let Justin put a bow on the Tigers, and we got to get to the next segment because a lot of Lions,
baby.
I just really hope that we do something about Torque because we're doing him such a disservice right now by just feeding him to the wolves. He is on a raft in the middle of the ocean with no help right now, and he's just drowning, and it's not okay, and we need to do something about it. Whether that, and you're talking about mechanical issues. If you have mechanical issues, it's only going to help for you to go face worse competition to get your head right and get your confidence back up because his confidence has to be below the dirt right now.
That's what it looks like.
Xavier D. I boo my girlfriend. It works.
Excuse me?
He said he boos his girlfriend.
Boo.
It works.
Oh,
I need to start doing that.
I heard it differently in my ear.
I don't know. Walk lightly on that one. Huh? That might be a
man.
dangerous
Can you
path.
take out the trash? Boo!
That might be a dangerous path. I don't know.
Hashtag boo them blank.
Right.
We should. Oh boy.
Boo them wives.
Oh boy.
Oh my
Kool-Aid.
God.
Boo them wives.
Actually, let me. I gotta tease this correctly.
Oh,
Ain't
my
nobody
God.
safe.
Ain't nobody saying.
We're not gonna be booing Hutch,
Oh no.
and he's who I want to show you a clip of first.
Ooh.
He's been stacking. He's talking about stacking good years.
Yeah.
Like tires?
Dan Campbell talking about pressures and sacks. We got a lot to talk about this next segment with the Lions. Kool-Aid, tell them about all the other shows coming up.
Hey, yeah, definitely. Appreciate you guys for always staying tapped in with Wake Up Woodward. I'm telling you, it means the world to us. Hit that like button if you haven't. If you haven't, encourage someone else to do the same. Always, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. with the whole crew. But after us, there's Big D Energy from 11 to 1, hosted by four-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty, alongside the Golden Voice, Neil Rule. After that, 2 to 4 p.m., Armani and Edwards with Maz, hosted by the lovable radio legend Tom Mazaway, alongside former NFL wide receiver and University of Michigan legend Braylon Edwards and the Detroit media king, that is Ryan Armani. After that, you got the Woodward heavyweights from 5 to 7. The big fellas, Spin Mo Racks and Easy. Hey, and shout out to Spinny too, man. The music is hot in the system, bro. Hey, shout out to Chris Platty, Nick Koloff as well. The big fellas, they are bringing you the biggest interviews, the biggest breakdowns, the biggest laughs. It is the Woodward heavyweights. Thank you guys. Most importantly, the most important thing is your support of us, making Woodward Sports your #1 digital sports network. We appreciate you all.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola, really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit sports. Love Woodward Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
The new Glorious Ice Water Bubble Hash Pre-Roll now has diamonds in it, everyone. Look, they are constantly pushing to create the best cannabis experience just for you. That perfect boost comes from the added touch of pure THC diamond dust, allowing flowers with only the highest terps, making the best even better. Glorious Cannabis, check them out at your local retailer, or as always, you can check them out online at gloriouscanna.com.
Glorious.
What up, though, people? It's
What up,
Wake
though?
Up Woodward. Got the Woo crew in the building. Hoping everybody has had a great start to the day. I know we have, because you guys have chose to start it off right here. Go on ahead and smash that like button for the Woo crew. We got Detroit's #1 draft pick in the building. That is Black Hollywood himself,
You know it.
KG. What up, though?
What up, though?
Woodward Sports MVP in the Diddy booth, Mr. JBSMOOOOOV.
What up, though?
I'll park here right now.
Hey,
Is that the Notorious?
that dude, Justin.
The notorious Parker, yeah.
Yo.
What up, though?
That was the Parker? The Judge Parker?
Yeah.
Can you play that? Can you show that up again?
Yeah, I got you.
It was.
Oh,
You
man.
thought it was Big E.
Kind of looks like B.I.G. Right?
They have some similarities.
You gotta put the meme up there that KG sent. I was dying when he sent that to the group chat yesterday.
You know, there it is.
There you go.
We got that today at 7:55.
Yep. Whenever I'm running late, y'all go get that picture.
Hey, shout out to Broder right here, our credentialed Tigers and Lions reporter and writer. And it's your boy Brandon Dent, a.k.a. Detroit Kool-Aid. Your
You do Pistons
credentialed
things.
Pistons
You do Piston
reporter
things.
and writer.
With
Pistons thing.
With that credential, baby.
Pistons thing.
You got the inside scoop.
Yeah.
And I got more trade questions or free agent trade draft questions for you in about 23 minutes. But I want to talk about Hutch real quick. I actually want to talk about sacks.
Pause.
What?
Pause.
What? I mean,
Pause.
what? Sacks. When the edge rusher or the defensive player gets to the quarterback and takes him down, sacks. Not pressure, sacks.
Huh.
Dan Campbell has some
Oh, yeah. No, we all like sacks.
We do. We do. Dan Campbell has
Yeah.
some interesting comments. But before we show the Dan Campbell clip, I see Hutch. We all think Hutch is going to have, he's going to take his game to the next level, right?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah.
I see a focus in his eyes. And actually, all of these, especially the player clips that we're going to show, all their comments yesterday, they seem very focused. They seem very mature. I'm picturing Broderick Martin. We have one clip from him. But remember him last year? Super lovable guy, like just the biggest smile, friendly, joking or whatnot. The dude, if you saw him yesterday, he is locked in.
Yeah.
First off, he looks great. He's got great things to say, but he's very focused. He's a professional now. Like, he had his fun. He talked about, I'm in the NFL now. Like, this is my NFL offseason, not the pre-draft stuff. Like, I'm getting ready to go. I got Terrell Williams. That's the clip we're going to show. I got people around me that are helping me.
I was going to say, people smash that like button for these Lions videos. They're dope.
Right,
That's
Brad
what I
Hendricks?
was going to say. But Vincent Morales said we should probably change it to satisfy the like button. Is that better?
Satisfy. I like if you
Instead of
desire.
just smashing?
That's less
I am
pressure.
like part of this summer. I'm trying to work on my vocabulary. The adjectives you use to describe people. Instead of very exciting, use thrilling, or that's just something we got to work on. As a host,
Rake, sack the like button.
sack the like button. What do you desire? Sack the
Let's
like
get
button.
into it.
Just, or put the pressure on it. Sometimes I don't know if you see me over here. Sometimes I'm just like tapping.
Yeah.
I'm just hitting the emojis in the chat down in the right corner.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see my arm. Oh, it's this one. But anyways, Hutch transformed his body last year, taking another jump this year. This is what he had to say in terms of his offseason approach. Stacking good years. Check this out.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I've reached a new level this year in pass rush, and I mean just body comp in general. Just I feel like that's what happens when you just stack years in professional sports. Your body comp gets better. You get more flexible. You get more bend. You get more. It's just everything that you want. And as long as you're treating your body, mind, and soul right every year, it only compounds.
Compound, stacking good years. Shout out to the Detroit Lions. That was taken from their YouTube. All these clips are going to be courtesy of the Detroit Lions
Thank you,
YouTube
Lions.
or Twitter. Thank you. Hutch getting better is a scary sight.
Yeah. Scary
sight for opposing quarterbacks, opposing teams, opposing offensive coordinators. Before we talk about that, I'm just going to go right into this next comment from Dan Campbell, because I think they're so perfectly tied in together, especially when you hear the entirety of the quote. And I know on social, you can only post so many words in a quote, and you hear pressures are more important as sacks or whatever the actual words were in this one sentence. Let's put it in context because what Dan Campbell was saying makes a lot of sense. JB, could you roll that one?
Yep.
Yeah, sacks aren't that big of a deal as long as you're getting the pressures. As long as you're getting pressures that and those pressures show up that affect the quarterback negatively, Now, would you rather have sacks? Absolutely, I'd rather have sacks, right? You lost yardage, all those things, but the pressures are more to me than, a pressure that affects the quarterback. We watched a couple of clips this morning in front of the team. Quarterback's wanting to step up. He can't step up. The throw is high. He's flipping to his right. He can't get his hips around, and we throw a pick. So these things that end up in negative plays, whether it's incomplete, it's turnovers, it's whatever, I'll take those all day long. So, look, Hutch is going to continue to improve. And whether those come in sacks or not, I already know he's going to be better. You know what I mean? That's just the way he is, the way he works. It's like Saint. You're going to be able to count on the production he's going to bring.
I love it all.
You know what I like about it, though? What I see Dan Campbell doing is this. Last year, there were people who actually had disdain for or tried to knock Aiden Hutchinson because they didn't think that he had the sacks commensurate of the pressures. So what I see Dan Campbell doing is saying this, whoa. You can't hate on Aiden Hutchinson because he didn't reach the goals that you think he should. He's still out here as a dog off a leash, a big one, and he's pulling his own weight. That's what I got from this. Hey, look, he is very valuable. Do we want the sacks? Of course. But do you know everything that Aiden Hutchinson is doing? I think this was more or less making sure they shine the spotlight on who Aiden Hutchinson is, the impact he makes on the field, whether people think that he's getting the sacks or not. It wasn't Dan Campbell saying, we don't care if he gets sacked. I think it was him more or less going and saying, I'm tired of hearing the rhetoric that y'all keep spinning about Aiden Hutchinson. He's a good player.
No, he definitely is. And as somebody that was critical of the pressure sack argument, I've never said like pressures are a useless stat. They aren't a useless stat. It is a good stat to have. And Hutch's problem, he always gets in the backfield. It's never been a problem of him getting in the backfield. It's him completing the play. And more times than not, when he's just providing a pressure, if that opposing team's quarterback is finding some way to still make that play. That's been the Lions' luck, and I won't put that all on Hutch, but that's just been the Lions' luck defensively. They haven't been able to finish the play and be able to get that stop. So, yes, I would like to see more sacks from him as opposed to pressures, because sacks stop drives. Sack fumbles stop drives. They actually help your defense in comparison to a pressure that, you might have gotten the backfield, but if you're not finishing the play, that other quarterback, if he runs out and makes a play, then what is it all for? But that's my only thing with it. But I definitely get where Dan Campbell is coming from. It's not to discourage Aiden, but we just want to see him be the defensive end that we know he can be. We know he has this ability. Yeah. We just want to see the results. That's all.
Absolutely. And JB, I'm actually going to skip ahead the next video to Aiden Hutchinson talking about the cornerbacks being his best friend. But on this topic, and we'll talk here for a couple minutes, on this topic, I agree with everything you just said. It's a response to calm people down, jumping on Aiden, but it also is true that it's semi-hard to explain because you obviously need pressures to get sacks. Yeah. But what happens on a play, like he was alluding to at the end of that clip, of how it can affect the quarterback and how he throws, how can it affect the wide receiver down the field? Like, yes, a sack especially is a drive killer, a down killer. Like that's your quickest way to just shut down whatever the offense was planning. But also pressures, if you can force an interception, if you can force a bad throw from the quarterback, that could be more important. That could be a turnover. That could be like a sack fumble, like we saw Aiden Hutchinson get a couple times. The problem last year, not only was Aiden Hutchinson not getting home and not finishing and getting the sacks,
players weren't either.
Derek Barnes wasn't getting home and finishing. I had to throw that one in there. But their secondary was weak. So the pressures didn't affect it enough. Like, you needed the sack last year to be able to shut that drive down, because even if you got the pressure, there wasn't a strong cornerback group to pick the ball off or to stick with, a 1 or 2 or 3 wide receiver.
Right.
So it all plays together. But what Aiden Hutchinson said yesterday too, and he said it pretty calmly, but how important it is, some of these new pieces, these cornerbacks, how important it is to the defensive line. Could you roll that, JB?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. I know we got a lot of good additions, and I'm hoping that those guys can be as good as they're advertised. And that's a DN's best friend right there, is a corner that can lock down. So the more we have of those, is the more successful our defense will be.
So I'll pose this question to you guys. He's just showed a cornerback's an edge rusher's best friend. Gives them more time to get to the quarterback. Yeah. Also, they pick the ball off, you get pressure, you force a bad throw. Who's more important to the other? Like, who's going to thrive off these new players more? Is it going to be Aiden Hutchinson now that they have a solid secondary, some lockdown guys? We think Carlton Davis is going to be that. We see Terran Arnold turning into that eventually. Amik, Enos Rakestraw. Is Aiden Hutchinson going to help those guys develop that much quicker? Who benefits more at this time?
I think it's a mutual relationship. But if you ask most fans, they're probably going to say that Aiden Hutchinson's best friend should be who's on the other end of the line opposite him. But you have Aiden Hutchinson saying it's actually the connection and the relationship we have with our cornerbacks. That cornerback room, that secondary room, was weaker than it was this year. It was a weak point for them. They were down to guys that should not have been put in the positions they were, like Jerry Jacobs and Kendall Vildor and others. And so to hear him say, "Hey, actually, this is my best friend. This is one of the most important relationships for me as an edge," that was telling to me. And to see how much the Lions went, you're going to build up that secondary room. It really, really, really makes a lot of sense to me now.
Yeah,
it really does.
There's something special brewing in how they're not only building this complete roster, but how they're understanding how their teammates, their new teammates, or their old teammates that are improving through some of this new coaching, through some of the consistencies in keeping the coordinators. And that's what I want to talk about next. Let's play one clip of Ben Johnson. He talks about liking the sun. And I forget how much of the clip I clipped in and put into this, but it came from a story, an analogy Dan Campbell said in the 2021 season, what he was preaching early on about this Lions team, like where they are at that moment, maybe even for a couple years. They're kind of on a ship, not driving. They're on a ship in the Arctic. This is the time when, they're running into icebergs. There's bad weather in the middle of the ocean, but eventually they're going to get to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Caribbean. And that's what Ben Johnson wants to not only get to, but enjoy for a little bit. Listen to this clip from Ben Johnson. We're going to come back and talk about it before we go to break.
We were sailing down the ocean, and at that moment, we were in the Arctic. We were hitting the icebergs. We had the storms going on, and those were dark days. But he had the foresight, he had the vision of where we were going and where we were heading. He assured us, guys, I see it. I see where we're going. The results haven't been there yet, but the Caribbean is on the horizon. It's coming up. And I'm sitting on the plane, I'm thinking back to that, and just the story of my career has been living in that Arctic for a lot of it. That was the second time I've been to the playoffs. The first time I'd experienced winning games in the playoffs. I think when it boils down to it, I wanted the sunshine a little bit longer. That's really what it comes down to for me. I like the sunshine. I like what we've built here, starting with ownership, the head coach, the GM, on down. We have a great group of guys in the locker room, and I want to reap the rewards with them a little bit longer.
Ben Johnson. So his press conference was I want to say 98%. Bunch of people asking about his, the head coach job search last year. Like, it was at the end of it, you see him say, "Oh, finally a football question." So we're going to talk more about Ben Johnson as a head coach. There will be more clips maybe next week. But the consistency of him staying around, knowing he had options, he could have taken a head coaching job, but he wants to stay and enjoy. He finally got here. He finally got to the playoffs. Being a coordinator, to him, getting better at being a coordinator, that's still a step forward to him. He's not taking a step back. He's getting better. It was really, really cool to hear him open up about that whole process, where he stands, how much he loves this place. Unfinished business. That's
Absolutely.
it. I know you got something to read before we go to break.
Shout out to Randall Smalls for the super chat. He said last year our D-line helped our secondary. This year it will be the other way around.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
And that would be
covered
awesome.
the linebackers.
That would, bro, hey, you know I love my linebackers.
Yes, I know.
But that would be awesome. But I can tell you about something else that'll be awesome.
Please,
too, bro.
Wicked.
Hey, yeah. It's when a guy can be a guy and get an amazing haircuts. That's Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Just stop in, sit back, and relax. And let one of Lady Jane's talented hairstylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's. That's wicked awesome.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking, and the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports.
Let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts. Our professional technicians, they take the time to recommend security and automation solutions that are specific to your needs. They also offer 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call us anytime, day or night, and know that a Guardian team member will stay on the phone with you as long as needed because it's technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people have been proven to care. All you have to do, it's easy. Call this number right here. 1-800-STAY-OUT. Once again, 1-800-STAY-OUT. Hey, what up, though, people? Happy Friday. I hope your weekend is getting off to a great start. Shout out to those people who's getting out to carnivals and fairs and all that. I know it's kind of the season for that right now.
It is beautiful out.
Parks, barbecues. We have to do our barbecues.
Boats. Get out on the lake.
Ooh,
You're a
yeah.
wake surfer.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. This is time of Michigan's awesome.
I love it.
Right now, this is you get through the winter for this.
Hey, gonna be in Charlevoix in August for a very special occasion.
Stick.
I can't wait.
Let's go.
I can't wait.
Let's go.
But as always, chat family, you guys are the most important part of this show. Go on ahead and satisfy that like button. And once you have, encourage somebody else to satisfy that like button too.
Should I thrust it?
Thrust the like button. What have we
Thrust
seen?
it.
We've seen.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, how much?
Y'all doing some weird shit to y'all phone.
How much forward? Like, how much? So since Aiden Hutchinson is already elite, how much does can he be thrusted forward? Because he's elite. Because Aiden Hutchinson is elite.
Yeah.
What more does the guy got to do? I'll fawn over him, BP. The dude is like 2 years. He's been one of the best defenders in the league. Sorry he couldn't win every single one-on-one.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike G. Kool-Aid done. The like button is smoking a cigarette now.
Oh my God, damn.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
Oh my God.
I'll let
Oh
fam-
my God. You see Herb Nash?
What? Oh, Autumn. Let's go. Second half of the show is where we usually start to fall.
Oh, man.
What are you talking? We never fall.
Autumn, fall.
I
I got it.
I see.
We don't fall.
But Hutch is elite. Also, next week, I want to talk about, we'll get back to the Ben Johnson conversation next week because he had some comments to say about, he looked at it very uniquely, you know, the class he's in. He doesn't expect more than, or he estimated like 5 of the coaches of the 8 openings probably won't be with their team in 3 years. Like, it's not like they were the most amazing choices out there. Now you start to wonder, is there anything else to it? Like maybe a Dallas job opening up, maybe an Eagles job opening up. Like waiting for the right situation could lead to a great roster that needs a new coach.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. But what I want to see these young players develop. And we'll make this a short segment because I do want to ask you some of these final Pistons questions. But what I'm going to do, we're not going to do Broderick Martin today. Maybe we'll get into Laporta, but I want to show this Scotty Montgomery clip on Gibbs and on him taking another step.
Heck yeah.
What?
Yep.
How hard it is to go from good to great. Like this next step. And he had several good comments about Gibbs. I forget exactly what's all included in this one, but talking about things, wanting him to be a better route runner out of the slot, wanting him to be a better overall player, and them coaching this up. Not just being able to catch the ball out of the backfield, but being able to run, being able to expand his route tree from the slot and doing more things with Gibbs. But this is what he said about how difficult it is going from good to great.
Oh, absolutely. The tape says it. It's all over the tape. I think that when you have guys that are super talented, that going from good to great is probably the hardest thing you have to do. And what we're doing, a lot of people, you know, think about when you get to that level, man, I've done a good job. But right now, they all feel like, man, we weren't good enough. And that's the way that we're going to fight complacency, but it's also the way that we're going to take the next step. And that is what we expect. We do need to see another step. We've talked about some of the passing game, but there's even things in the run game. We're never going to be perfect, but there's even things in the run game where we can tighten up and clean up, and we will.
He's with the right guy.
Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs is with the right coach.
Oh, yeah.
Like what?
We disagree.
I was. That's because y'all do such a good job.
And that's all, folks.
We'll
What is
see you guys
What
later.
is that profile picture at a Grommet? As a surfer
Oh my God.
with a witch hat?
That's a gnome.
A gnome.
believe. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Chad is on one today. Word to Eduardo O'Neal.
But I wanted to just play that. We talked a lot about running backs yesterday. We don't need to go into much detail, but they have such big plans for Gibbs. Like, this is part of why. This part of the reason, I'm assuming, why they didn't go get a wide receiver in free agency. Why they didn't draft a wide receiver. Why they didn't draft Ladd McConkey.
Talk dirty to me,
Yeah,
brother.
like we're going to see those targets from Josh Reynolds. They're going to be spread around. Maybe it's and Dan Campbell talked about that. Yeah, it wasn't Ben Johnson because nobody asked him about football. Dan Campbell was talking about those targets that went to Josh Reynolds, important targets, spread around. Maybe it's Amon-Ra St. Brown gets one more.
Yeah.
Maybe Sam Laporta gets 2-3 more. J-Mo, Gibbs, Montgomery. Like, there are Jared Goff and Ben Johnson. They got some pieces on this offense behind the best offensive line in the league.
Yeah.
I don't expect them to take a step back. I still expect them to be a top 3 offense. And part of that is because of Jahmyr Gibbs. Part of that's because of Scotty Montgomery and this running back room. We talk about Gibbs, but it's Gibbs, Montgomery, Sione Vaki, where I have a fantastic clip of him. We're not going to be able to play because it's about a minute and a half long. But there are big plans for this offense. I'm so excited to see what Ben Johnson's got cooking up his sleeve. It's what he said when he was talking about being a head coach. He needs to find a spot. He wants to be a play caller. Like, this is what gets him going.
Yeah.
This is what gets his leg button sticky. This is what will take this team to the next level. The defense will get better. I think the offense is going to get better. Are the stats going to be better? To be determined, but I think they're going to be a more complete offense, a more dominant offense, an offense that we probably see. Maybe Jared Goff's stats take a step back because they're ahead in games more and just hand it off to David Montgomery. Like, we don't know what the season's going to play out, but I'm so excited to see what Ben Johnson has cooking up his sleeve. Any last comments?
Eric Allen. He said Gibbs is say it with me, a weapon.
A weapon.
And sometimes when I hear players drafted, you hear, hey, this is what our plan for them is. And sometimes you never see that come to fruition. They never talk about it again. They just kind of accept what is. But with the Detroit Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs, with the Detroit Lions in general, they continue to reiterate. Like, oh, yeah, remember after the San Francisco game when we told you Super Bowl expectations? Right at the start of this media session, Super Bowl expectations. Jahmyr Gibbs, when they drafted him, they said weapon. What did they say at the press conferences yesterday? He is a weapon. I absolutely love what they're saying. I like that they're sticking to their plans, that they're not deviating. And it makes me real comfortable and honestly really excited to see what Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be this season.
Can't wait.
Can't wait, man.
Let's take another quick break. I got some final questions to pose. It's, nearing the end of the Friday, so we got to have a little bit more fun.
Let's do it.
There's so much good stuff that came out of OTAs yesterday. We're just going to keep talking about next week. But first, Kool-Aid, tell them about Swiss Insurance.
My gosh, chat. I see y'all.
Yeah, they wildin'.
I've been talking a lot, so I haven't seen all this stuff in here. I can't wait to jump in here.
Go ahead and passion push that like button, like our guys Speak Easy. Shout out to you. Swiss Insurance, now more than ever, it is critical for you to have your insurance reviewed. Swiss Insurance will make sure your carrier is not slipping in any extra fees. Call Mark at Swiss Insurance today, 313-530-1698. Again, word to my brother Flannel Sam, that number is 313-530-1698. Or visit them online at SwissINS.com and let them know that Woodward Sports sent you.
What's up, everybody? Neil Rule, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, home of the Planet Fitness Studios. Let me tell you a little personal story about myself with Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness helped me change my life, and it can do the same for you. The best gym in the gym game. The clean facilities, tons of cardio equipment, tons of weights as well. And look, through all the price increases, inflation, all that, hasn't happened at Planet Fitness. Still $1 down, $10 per month, $24.99 a month for the Black Card as well. It's Planet Fitness, everybody, where your fitness is essential.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Drive into summer and drive into savings during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest Memorial Day sale ever. We're stocked with new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs, all priced to move. Like this 2024 Silverado for only $217 a month. Or this 2024 Equinox for as low as $199 a month. Find your freedom in a Feldman at the Memorial Day sale going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Chat family, y'all crazy. Y'all all today, but I hope you're tired of wearing the same old Detroit sports merch, because have I got something for you. Do yourself a favor. Go
Detroit
to Woodward Sports.
shirt.
Oh, no. Do yourself a favor. Go to woodwardsports.com. Click on that shop tab. We are dropping new designs every single week, but I got to tell you about these ones that we got up here. Kool-Aid already said it. He has a couple of these in his closet as well, too. The Welcome to Detroit signed t-shirts. I mean, if you want them, they're up there for you.
Come take them.
Tigers are coming back. They're going to be better than they were the past last week. But we have shirts, sweaters, t-shirts as well, too. And I can't forget about the Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes election t-shirts, hoodies, hats as well. We got hashtag Boodum Kids coming as well. So tune in. We have more and new designs dropping every single week. Woodwardsports.com. Click on that shop tab.
What up, dope people? Chat, y'all are
Yeah, y'all are
Jay cruising. He said white dust is on the like button.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's nasty.
Is that because white people don't use lotion? What?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
What? Isn't that like
Steve DeYoung? He eating that like button like groceries.
Low
got
key.
a little dry skin situation. Huh?
put the like button on your sideburns?
Oh my god.
I never understood that line out of Nikki.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I forgot who said it. Oh, Mitten Maid. I hit that like button. Now my thumb is itching.
You might have to get that checked out, bro.
Look, y'all. Go ahead.
You might have to go see a doctor, bro.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love the chat. We've been so serious this show. It's like it doesn't feel like a Friday yet. I think it's sort of sensing we're about to make a turn. have some more fun.
It's taking a turn for the
with the
worse.
OTAs and the media sessions on Thursday. It leads to a Friday semi-serious show. They need to move it to Wednesday.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we got deep into some Pistons conversation yesterday.
Oh, we did.
And there were some follow-up questions that I had in our layup line segment. I have some more statements to throw out to you because there's more and more names popping up, more and more theories, situations out there that people keep throwing the Pistons in. I'm like, what is real? What do they need? Who should they target? Is Trajan Langdon actually the PBO yet? Because I think his Twitter is the only thing that actually confirmed that. We don't know when a press conference is happening.
Can't look at the chat for this segment.
Ashy Broder. That's right.
There we go.
That's right. Got my someone said Jurgens.
Jurgens is your friend.
KG, also, how did you not call out Broder when he hit the whip earlier in the show? And you made me dance during Spin the Block yesterday.
You know what? I didn't catch it. My bad. I ain't had my morning coffee or tea yet. So, Broder, don't ruin the black dance trends.
I won't. But for the next segment, no, that was bad. That was ugly. I got some statements to make. Kool-Aid, I'm starting with you, but we can go around.
Yes.
The best fit for the Pistons in the lottery of this year's NBA draft is Matas Buzelis.
Who? Matas Buzelis.
Matas Buzelis.
Yeah.
Who?
Let me not start by
That's exactly why I put that in there. And I saw
who the fuck is
ESPN. They had a mock draft. They have the Pistons taking him at 5. That's where I found it.
Yeah. Look, when you got Matas Buzelis and Zachary Reese-Shea, if you're looking for players that are going to give you some height, be able to give you that wing, power forward, give you the ability to have a big man that can handle the ball, has at least some shooting form, that's who those guys are. For me, I have 4 prospects. I have 2 that are wing power forwards, 2 that are guards, but I need you to be able to shoot the rock. I need you to be able to have a passion for defense. Matas Buzelis, I'd be okay if he was the pick, but I'm probably more for like a Reed Shepherd or a Dalton Connect.
Okay.
But I'm not against like a Zachary Reese-Shea. I'm not against a Matas Buzelis.
Okay, so it might be like 3rd or 4th option on your list at this point. Yeah. All right. Do I even dare ask you guys, like,
trade the pick?
Avoid. Well, I won't pose this question to you. But I think you guys might be able, like Button was fat in high school.
Oh my God.
I love you, Xavier D. The Pistons should make an offer to Paul George that he cannot refuse.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, and I got to credit it. Like I said the first time, Anton Wells in the middle of the Detroit Lions season said, this needs to happen. And I was like, you know what? We sat and I was like, bro, you're probably exactly right. I came on the show and I said, throw anything at Paul George. I don't even care if he's going to turn it down. Throw the bread at him. I get it. I know a lot of people are like, well, he's 35. He's getting old. Listen, you got to do something,
He's
bro.
still hooping, too.
He's hooping. You got to do something. Yes, I would throw the bag at Paul George.
You guys a Paul George fan?
Absolutely agree. Yes, Paul George, he's still balling at this point in his career. Will I think he come here? No, because I feel like he's ring chasing right now. He really wants to go get that championship. But if you offer him enough money, who knows, man? But he's the perfect wing for this team and has the veteran experience. He's done it on the big stage, can only help these young players.
Yep. Clutch still.
Paul George or Tobias Harris? Is there any thought to that? Are you considering Tobias Harris at all in that situation?
Don't offer me no Tobias Harris.
If that's Tobias or Paul George, no. Is there a world where I can see Tobias Harris being a good fit for this Pistons team? Yeah. But I want to throw all the money in the world that I can at guys like a Paul George, some of these top-tier free agents, and kind of disgruntled players that are going to be on a move via trade. Some of these teams that are over the apron. We talked about the Nets being one of those teams that have to do something. There's so much more out there that I would rather have happen.
Speaking of Tobias Harris, though, of all the former Pistons that are free agents, whether restricted or with an option, that are semi-available, and there's a lot. I have a list if you need me to read it. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is the one player that the Pistons should target. And so this includes Bruce Brown, Tobias Harris, Sadiq Bey, Spencer Dinwiddie, Andre Drummond, Reggie Jackson, Alec Burks, Luke Kennard, Mason Plumlee, and Danilo Gallinari, to name a few.
My power rankings, honestly, would be
it's a horrible.
In terms of former Pistons, it would be Bruce Brown,
number 1,
Andre Drummond, and then KCP.
So Tobias Harris isn't even in the top 3.
Yeah.
No.
You would want KCP back?
I think that he still has something to give. It depends on the money as well. But yeah, I'm okay with KCP.
Do you think
but he's third.
He's
third on the
nothing
list.
more than a shooter at this point, a corner 3 guy.
He still play defense.
Yeah, but how great a defense did he play in the playoffs, though? I'm just saying. Like, I don't know about KCP, man. Sadiq Bey is an interesting one, and I know he's coming off ACL tear. Yeah. I am aware of that, but I never wanted him to be traded in the first place. I felt like if they could have developed him, he could have been our solution at the wing position. Never happened, but I mean, he's still young. Who knows?
What about Malik Monk? Here's a statement. Signing Malik Monk is the same old Pistons move.
No, that's not the same old Pistons move. I would be okay with Malik Monk. I really would. You talking about a guy who's talented on both ends of the court.
Yeah.
I like what he brings to the table, and he will be an improvement over a lot of what we have right now. Not as it relates to the potential, but as it relates to what he can do right now on the court. And the Pistons need some right now guy. That's Malik Monk.
I like his game. Is he a player that can really help this Pistons team get to the next step? Or is he always that solid, athletic wing on... I know he wasn't on the Charlotte Hornets last year, but I picture him just being on like a good player on mediocre teams, if that makes sense. Like, can he elevate this team?
I don't know if he's elevating this team, but in conjunction with you going out there and spending your money on some definite game changers, he's somebody you wouldn't mind having in your rotation.
Yeah, he's a good role player. Okay. Absolutely. Offensively, especially. I love his offensive game. He will do a lot of good with this team.
Jesus?
And I love that Malik Monk move, actually. I don't think it necessarily takes us to the next level, but it's a security piece that really bolsters your rotation. Like Kool-Aid said, I mean, for Sacramento last year, playoff team, 15 points per game, 5 assists on 52% field goal percentage. That's some efficiency that we'd need desperately on the Pistons.
That in the rotation. I don't care if he's starting or off the bench.
Yeah.
You just need that on your team. That's what they need is reliability, because with the young players, you're going to get streaky plays.
Yeah.
You're going to get, okay, there's times when Marcus Sasser looks like he's got it figured out, then times when he still has some stuff to figure out. But a guy like Malik Monk, he's just going to give you the production, and that's it. Even if it's not out this world, like 30 points, 25 points. Listen, all I need is your 15 and 5 on 50+% field goal shooting. That's all I need. That's all I need.
If he can provide that, if he can satisfy that, I'm in. I'm thrusted right into that signing. I'm in. All right, last one.
Yes, sir.
Emmanuel Quickley, who's a restricted free agent on the Raptors right now. He's the best free agent fit for the Pistons.
The best?
The best.
No, I wouldn't say the best.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad with Emmanuel Quickley on any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, for sure.
But I wouldn't say the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the best.
What I know about him, what I like about him, he is that two-way player. He's not like exceptionally athletic, but he's a very good defender, a very good a distributing point guard, like a playmaking point guard who can shoot.
Yeah.
So he and Cade can not the best free agent fit, but someone you would like.
Yeah,
like an OG and an Anunoby better, or
because he's not starting for you. So if he comes,
Emmanuel Quickley wouldn't start.
Yeah, Emmanuel Quickley.
Oh, you say he's not starting?
He wouldn't start on this team, would he? I don't think he would.
I think
kind of all depends on if Ivy's on the roster.
It's a tricky situation as well because he's a restricted free agent, and I don't view him as somebody that starts for you. So you don't want to overpay for somebody of his caliber. Although I do like his game a lot, he would contribute to this team, but I just don't know if he's starting for you though.
Anyone like that? We've talked Paul George and the top end guys. Any of those that next tier down, maybe not Mikal Bridges, not Darius Garland. Anyone else in that same vein as Emmanuel Quickley that you kind of have your eye on, or any couple of guys?
All right, listen, for me, it's going to continue to be Nick Claxton.
Okay.
I really like what he brings to the table. Remember when we sat on the show months ago and I said I'm about to say something controversial? And it was something I also put in an article as well. I was like, I know we got Jalen Duren here, but Nick Claxton's defense, his stocks, his paint defense, his help side defense, just his instinct on defense, he makes a difference both on ball and off ball. Then you look at the offensive side of the game, he's one of those what I call low-stress big men. He's not a guy that is devoid of post moves. He has some moves, but he's also not trying to force his way into the offense. So if he scores 15 or 20, it's within the flow of the game. If he scores his normal 10 or 11, it's within the flow of the game. And that's what I love.
Yeah.
A double-double guy who's going to go out there and get you 3 or 4 stocks a game that is steals plus blocked. I love it. We don't have a guy like that on the roster right now.
Yeah. You just sold me on it again. That is what they're looking for. Chase Hamley says
to get paid, but I like him.
Chase Hamley says Claxton is exactly what we need.
I like him. That's why I hope during like defensively turns into that, because there's not any part of me that's like I want to get rid of Duran at all. Right. I don't want to do that. Claxton, the numbers are out there, like potentially 20 to 25 mil a year.
That's tough.
In this NBA,
it's tough.
I could do it, but
what's Beef Stew getting again?
And it depends on what else you're bringing in.
I think Beef Stew might be getting
15, 20?
15 a year, like 15, 16 a year. But I think it might be even a little bit lower than that, though.
I've been watching a lot of Jalen Smith, young center on Indiana.
Yeah, he's nice.
An athletic big who can shoot the 3 and defend the rim. Like I'm not making any statement about him yet, but I sort of like that type of big. But I'm going to be thinking about Nick Claxton over these next couple weeks. Let's take a break. I know we're a couple minutes early, but we can get to us training with JB and then have an extended mailbag.
Can I ask Kool-Aid about one more guy? Because I just looked up the Pacers cap table, and they are in a very tricky cap situation. So I want to throw out Pascal Siakam to get your thoughts, Kool-Aid.
That's the guy I've been hoping that the Pistons would go after. We talked about on this show before he was traded. We knew that Dwayne Casey had the connection there as well. He's still within the Pistons front office, at least as the time being. I know there's some decisions that got to be made on all those guys.
Yeah.
Pascal Siakam, we talked about on the show. I would love for the Pistons. That's another one of those guys. You know what? Maybe you go out there and you make this happen. The only issue is when you go out there and you do pay that type of money, obviously, like with Ingram or with the Siakam, the injuries are the things that come to mind. And is Siakam going to be one of those guys that when he gets the money, you know, at least when he plays, he's going to be consistently one of the best players on the court at all time. With an Ingram, I know that dude is frying folks 24/7.
Yeah.
If he's on the court, you're getting
potential.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. With Siakam, there are some times when I'm like, if we give him this bag, there's some times where I'm looking at him even as a fan, I'm like, yo, there's just a little bit more to be desired. Like, it feels like there's a level you can get to.
Yeah.
Get there, Siakam, and he just, games is just
But he had a great playoff run. He did really good in the playoffs, so I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I like him. Like we talked about it. I like
his game too, but like you said, I don't know if I give him that big of a bag.
That's where it starts to get parsed. Would I give him more than Tobias Harris? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Goodness
Siakam's coming off $49 million this year.
Per year?
Yeah.
I forgot about these NBA contracts.
Yeah, he had a max deal.
49.2 to be exact.
I'm hoping Siakam's one of those guys who plays 82 games.
He probably won't.
But Stephen A. Smith doesn't think baseball players are tough. Anyways, that's a great question, Justin. Let's go to break. Let me tell you about Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza. We'll come back. What's trending with JB? Start to get your mailbag questions in here so we can have a nice, long, extended mailbag session. Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza. They're taking over Michigan. They got locations popping up all over Detroit. They're planning to double their number of restaurants this year. They're known for their quality hand-battered and hand-breaded chicken tenders, sandwiches, and that delicious
sounds so good
New York-style pizza. Be sure to stop in and try it at a mega station near you or go to www.sorokis.com.
Satisfy that like button.
Raylan Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
What's up, everybody? Neil Rule, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, home of the Planet Fitness Studios. Let me tell you a little personal story about myself with Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness helped me change my life, and it can do the same for you. The best gym in the gym game. The clean facilities, tons of cardio equipment, tons of weights as well. And look, through all the price increases, inflation, all that, hasn't happened at Planet Fitness. Still $1 down, $10 per month, $24.99 a month for the Black Card as well. It's Planet Fitness, everybody, where your fitness is essential.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. They got 18 locations popping up all over Metro Detroit, so there's got to be a location in your backyard. Just visit feldmanauto.com to find the dealership nearest to you. Also, check us out there once a month. I think Wednesday, June 8th. Regardless, once a month we'll be at Feldman Chevrolet in Novi. They're amazing hosts. They got amazing cars. I got my car there. Flannel got his car there. Check them out. It's part of what makes Feldman Chevrolet Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Let's go. What up, though, people? Welcome back to Wake Up Woodward. It's definitely been a Friday show, and that's a good thing. Appreciate you guys for being here. Whatever you have to do to satisfy that like button, I just hope that you do it. So
does she.
Hey, man, this has been a great show.
We got great questions coming in here. I can't wait. I'm pumped for what's trending with JB.
Hey, Connor Bryce, though. Broder should pitch BP to the entire cast.
I should. I've been struggling finding time to you guys might call me soft. I gotta throw a couple times before we actually get out there.
We're tossing next week.
Yeah, that's what we're getting this going. But if it's your first time out there, and as much as I want to say, oh, take it easy. Competitors know you'll start to try to throw a little harder than you probably can that first time out. See a UCL, see your elbow.
Right. Yeah, we don't want you to hurt yourself.
I don't want to get hurt.
I don't want that.
Hey, you guys going to a park or something?
I think so. Maybe after a show.
Hey,
over to
find one that got a hoop. They got some courts.
There's got to be one around here.
Definitely get out there.
But
let's rock.
About
to cook something up.
Do it.
JB Smooth.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
And now it's time for the most electrifying segment
like
on the internet.
Love it. Gotta have it.
It's What's Trending with JB. Live on Wake Up Woodward.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Bizzle.
Let's rock.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What up, though?
What's going on? Well, it is a Friday, so it's about to get even wilder once again with some of the videos that I got over here. But
oh boy, NSFW?
No, it's pretty safe for work.
Okay.
I think so. Kool-Aid, I love the Ninja Turtle t-shirt, and I'm pretty sure all of us here are, comic book superhero nerds. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm sure you guys already know this, but Wolverine and Deadpool will be out in a month.
Yeah.
So, yesterday, they unveiled a new popcorn tin that was specifically designed by
it's so
Deadpool.
good.
I haven't seen it, actually.
It's so good.
Oh, wow.
That's fire.
So this is a tin that is basically playing off the old Dune popcorn tin. I don't know if you guys seen that as well either, but
why
that thing can satisfy the like button.
Yeah, why do they put a tongue on him though?
That's
very satisfying
out there for if you're going to the movie theaters.
For the 69 guys out there. Oh my God!
That's my dick in a box.
Shout out to Culture Cave for this video as well too. But
that's hilarious.
What do you guys think of this popcorn tin? Are you going to buy it?
Oh, it satisfied the like button.
That's suggestive, man. Oh
wow,
my God.
That's dirty. That is dirty.
So I gotta ask, what do you guys think about this popcorn tin?
Hey, shout out to the people that's ever had a fantasy about Wolverine. This one is for you, y'all. Like this, hey, go get your shit off. This is crazy. Why they put the tongue on him though?
He said that butter drip out though.
You guys remember that old Dane Cook skit where it's like, "Give me the butter, baby, give me the butter."
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is too damn funny.
Golly.
Oh, was he in?
He's Deadpool.
He's Deadpool.
He made that popcorn
Oh, that was
bucket.
Deadpool. That wasn't Wolverine.
No, It was made by Deadpool. Like, he made it, and it says in blood on the bucket, made by Deadpool. And I think that's why it's so suggestive of smashing that like button or caressing it.
Blake Lively.
Brandon's cat says it reminds me of Fish Girl.
Probably smell a little better.
Fish Girl!
That is so heinous.
You do it for a night.
yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. I just had to bring that one back up. But, man, so hopefully you guys hit up the movie theaters and go grab yourself a popcorn tin. Once again, shout out to Culture Crave for that one, that video as well, too. But I got to show you this. Just two goats playing ball in a park, man.
Dog.
So long came Polly.
This is full uniform, too.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
MJ, go get that ball.
That's crazy.
Oh, the jumper, bro, man.
They got the kicks on too. The Jordan's wearing Jordans and Kobe's wearing Kobe's.
Yes,
that's hilarious.
Full uniform.
Does the guy in the blue look like LeBron?
Not at all.
No. Shout out to Xavier D. He says old boys 4. He even says come on,
Bro,
Kobe at the end of it.
Yeah, like the disappointment of the guy kind of narrating. He was like, "Oh,
come on, Kobe.
Kobe,
come on, Kobe."
It was like that was all of us. That was everybody watching this when he missed. Was like, what?
You can't pull out this signature shot and miss.
Can't do it. Can't win with them.
You can't
do it.
Can't do it.
Mike Singletary.
You can't do it. But brother, I need your help with this one because it's batting practice, man. I need you to.
All right, I'm in.
I need you to let me know this man's coaching skills.
You hold your legs like this. Give me a ball, son. Put your ass over. Give me a ball.
Whose dad is this?
I can't. Is he right or is he
You
left-handed?
want a good hit like this. I mean, you hold the bat like this. You want a good hit. You want to make it. You want to silent. You want to plant your feet like that. Get like that. See? You see how the leg drop? Give me no.
He out there in some cold highs and shit. Swinging the damn ball.
You want to make sure the bat.
Rest
the
in
ball
peace,
meet
Tony
together.
Gwynn.
You see right up? You take that like that. You
Take
take
that
your
like
pivot
that.
foot and you step into it.
This is my film study. You get a hit off Broder right here.
See, if I see one person
Yeah,
swing
here's
like
some-
that, I know exactly how I'm going to pitch him.
Yeah.
Because that person can't hit an inside pitch. It seemed like he was making
He
pretty
was
decent
taking it off the
contact.
tee.
But
He
that
was-
step in to turn your body over, that's where as a lefty, I'm throwing a curveball or a slider inside. 'Cause they're going to reach out at it and not be able to get down on it.
Yeah.
It's a decent swing.
Somebody come get y'all pops.
Yeah.
Man.
Wait, what?
Somebody come get y'all pops, man. He definitely. He one of them people like when he get drunk and y'all start playing baseball like that, he'll hit every single one. You'll be like, how the hell is he
How
doing?
do you do
this?
that? Yeah, he'll make sure he hits third or fourth in the lineup
Yeah.
every time. I like it. What I do love, they're practicing off the tee. Like
Yeah.
that's a practicing tool that will never get old in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to hit off a tee, which shows you how hard it is to hit when a pitcher's actually throwing. Hardest thing to do in sports.
It's low-key becoming a lost art. People are not starting to use the tee as much.
I don't know why. There's so many things you can do with it.
When I was playing, even me, like a couple years ago, when I was still playing high school baseball, the people went away from the tee big time. They're more the front toss, the underhand or overhand, either way.
Just do it all.
And side toss. I'm forgetting the actual name for that. They call it
side toss, front
Yeah.
toss, side toss. You know, there are a million different ways to practice. That doesn't mean the most basic way is wrong. Like
Yeah.
it's actually
Exactly.
one of the most important. Teaches you to go the opposite way.
That's what Kid Kool-Aid has. Man, he got the a regular tee, and he also has an air one, and he has one where he can kind of
I have an air
sits down and he hits it and it pops up. And
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
it's all about getting reps. Hitting is all about reps.
It's all about getting reps. So, brother, I gotta ask, what do you think of his coaching skills?
His coaching skills?
What are you grading it?
He had the energy, man. You coaching young guys, he brought the energy. I accept it. The stuff he was saying, not accurate.
Not accurate. All right, well, this one last video pretty much sums up everyone in their 30s. And it's just sad.
Get ready for this, Jesus.
Off as a joke. My wife don't believe that I can jump.
I
this
do.
high.
That's why I'm recording it. I
Don't
want the
do
world
it,
to
bro.
believe you too, so
Don't do it. You ain't got to prove.
You got it, man.
And
You got it.
flip-flops.
Stop, bro. You don't gotta prove this. Oh!
What did he think was gonna happen?
You don't.
It went exactly how I thought it was gonna go.
She said it. It went exactly how I thought it was gonna go.
No, look at the run though. The run is what tell you this shit is gonna fail.
Look like a wounded deer. Look at him. Look like a wounded deer, bro. It was dead from the start.
He got no get off at all. Oh.
And you know it hurt when you first hit the ground and you don't move at all. You know it's real when they just sit there for a second like, damn.
Flip flops or slides?
I do. That's why I'm recording.
flip-flops.
I want the
You call them
water to
flip-flops?
bleed too, so
Yeah.
when you say it.
Is that how I should call them?
However you want to call them.
Who calls them slides?
I mean, a lot of people call them slides.
Okay, so this isn't a
No, it's just
racial thing.
It's a bad. No, it's not. It's a bad.
Come on, bro.
It's just your preference, whichever one you like, honestly. But that's it for what's trending, you guys.
Oh, that's
There we go.
He barely even jumped. It looked like he was trying to like high step over it.
That was white boy air.
That run get me every time. How did you think you was gonna get over any fence running like that? Like you.
I feel like a situation like that is exactly when you wear slides. Like they're so easy to just kick right off, so you can get full speed and actually jump.
Yeah,
it's like playing basketball on Tim's.
You probably shouldn't be hopping fences in flip flops, regardless.
No. What was that? Was it the Adam Sandler movie with Anthony Edwards? Where the
he was talking jump.
Yeah, but he went to the park and played in his Tim's. Everyone was
oh yeah.
They didn't think he could actually play ball, and he was just schooling everybody.
Yeah,
in his Tim's, which are very hard to jump in.
Yeah,
They're saying he was wearing Crocs.
That guy?
Yeah.
Who just went up there?
He wasn't wearing Crocs.
No, those were slides.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, chat's wrong then.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's figure
Looks
it
like
out,
there's
chat.
a croc in that forest. Anyways, JB, great job.
Yes.
Anything else? Is that it?
That's it.
That is it. I think I got rid of. Well, actually, I didn't get rid of this video, but
let it fly.
I didn't
get
get
your
rid
mailbag
of
questions in.
I didn't get rid of this video, but man, it popped up on my timeline of past injuries that some people might have suffered from this. But just let you guys know, this challenge is a couple years old.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
The crate challenge,
I hate the
everybody,
crate challenge,
from
bro. That was-
2021.
That was the dumbest
This
shit
is
they ever came
COVID
up with.
years.
Who would
Yeah, this
voluntarily do this shit?
Everybody for
these
social
COVID
media
years.
fame, bro.
Especially being a portly gentleman such as himself.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, no legs.
Nope.
What do you do at this point?
You just
You
jump
gotta
off.
nothing
commit.
he can do.
You gotta commit, bro. You just
Your
gotta.
legs shaking.
I'm with KG. You got to just go.
No.
Yep.
Whoa! It was gonna end bad regardless.
As soon as he stood up there and took the time to do that wobble, he was fucked.
Yeah.
He had no chance.
With the Dodgers shirt?
He should have just came down as fast as he could, man. But
Well,
he-
it will be them in the playoffs this year, falling from the top.
Oh.
The Dodgers lineup is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But just once you get up to this top, like you said, you either got to commit or I don't know. Just
I've only seen it
Imagine
successfully.
if he fell back first on the crates.
Oh my god.
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
I've only seen this happen successfully when people literally go one step, one step, one step, one step.
Yeah.
Like with consistency, with conviction, not going up there and taking the wobbles and then taking a dive.
Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble.
Ooh.
Great song.
Wow.
That's great job. Another great What's Trending with JBSMOOOOOV. That's 4 O's, 1 V.
appreciate it.
4 O's. I
Let's
question
go.
the intelligence of some people in this world.
Yeah.
Me too.
Every day.
Yeah. Not to judge anybody, but I'm judging them.
Yeah. Do we have any more business to handle, or is it right to our?
It's just right to mailbag.
Let's do it.
It's
Let's
time
do
for our
it.
Wake Up Woodward mailbag segment presented by
Feldman.
Automotive Group. And
Shout
you
out
teed up
Feldman.
a question too.
Pardon?
You teed up a question earlier as well.
I already.
You told us to get ready.
Oh yeah.
Our
Herb
favorite
Nash.
sports movies, right?
Mailbag. Herb Nash. First question sponsored by Feldman. What's your favorite sports movie, boys?
That's tough, man.
Yeah,
It's a great question.
All of my favorites are like equal to me.
Yeah. I
So
got
some of your
3.
favorites. Start naming them.
All right, Longest Yard, Friday Night Lights.
Longest
The
Yard.
movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't like the movie?
I like the show better, but the movie's good.
No, the movie
Movie
is
Miles?
classic, man. Come on.
Yeah,
But
the movie's classic.
yeah, Friday Night Lights, Longest Yard, Any Given Sunday. Six Man with the Wayans brothers. That was always a favorite of mine.
That was a good one. I missed that movie.
Yeah, that's a slept on one. A lot of people don't bring that one up. I feel
Damon
like
Wayans has a new show coming out with his son. Like
Really?
there's a Damon Wayans Jr.
Oh, well,
who's
yeah,
a man now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like
Shout out to the Wayans brothers, still getting
Shout
work,
out.
man.
I know,
They-
still
they
making
never
money.
getting out of work. Yeah, but
what about Mighty Ducks?
That's first on my list.
That's a good one.
Come on.
I got Mighty Ducks. I got a couple funny ones in here. Bench Warmers and Kicking and Screaming.
Okay.
Coach Carter and Remember the Titans.
Oh, the Sandlot. I gotta throw that in there.
Sandlot.
Yeah, Remember the Titans, like you said.
I
That's
got
a
the
classic.
duo M's. I got Moneyball and Miracle as my top two.
Classic.
Yeah.
JB, you've been saying I can barely hear you in my ear right here.
Yeah.
You had a few.
I figured. I like the Sandlot. They messed up when they started making sequels, which I thought
Yeah,
was,
they
was
should have left that
terrible. Forgetting about Ready to Rumble. You remember that one, KG?
Oh, I do.
that was a good
throwback.
one as well too. Hardball, a little emotional one, but still I like that one as well too. And you can't forget about Basketball.
Wow. Basketball.
Hardball,
That's a classic.
That's where they killed G Baby, right?
Yep, that's
Man,
where they killed
whoever
G
killed
Baby.
G Baby
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
fucking be buried, man.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the one with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was
I
a
love
little
that
racially
movie, but
kind
yeah.
of stereotypic, but it worked. It worked.
I'm not going to comment on it then.
It's a solid movie.
Oh, I know
It's a
Flando's
movie. It's a
favorite
really
one.
good movie.
I cry actually, like, that's
Yeah,
the
when
last
G-Baby
movie I
get
cried
killed,
in.
yeah,
No
like-
joke.
I know
When-
Flando's favorite sports movie too. The Blind Side.
You cannot like
I mean,
that
is
movie.
there's a
Knowing
deeper
what we
joke
know
in
now.
JB knows too. Oh, Flando has gone off on that story several times.
Oh,
and on that
the
player.
parents?
Yeah,
The,
they're horrible.
Horrible.
You cannot like that movie after what
He's
we
going
know
off
now.
on old boy too. He doesn't get.
But I'm
everybody
just
can get it
saying,
in
like,
his
Sandra Bullock still looked kind of good in that movie, so I kind of gotta like it at the same time
Hey,
too.
Sandra Bullock got plenty of other movies to like. That one,
And Nick Saban got beat.
Yeah,
He got beat in that movie.
he did.
The Orrs, Michael Orrs, what are their names? The
Orr family.
Yeah,
So,
no. They have a different last name, but they're in the background of a John Morant, one of John Morant's rookie cards. The one with Key Glock.
Yeah.
The Tullys.
The Tullys.
Yes.
Tullys?
Oh,
Tullys?
Tullys.
Tullys.
Two movies I forgot to bring up, man. Waterboy,
Waterboy,
of course.
oh, yeah.
And then He Got Game, bro. He Got Game is
classic.
one of my favorite movies, man.
Did we forget about
Classic.
Any Given Sunday, or did you say that already?
KG said that. What
Any
about
Given Sunday?
this is A-Diz 411 Varsity Blues, Little Giants. That's a great one.
Yeah, Varsity
Rudy,
Blues is good.
Connor
Little
Bryce,
Giants.
the rookie. I'm waiting for the one that I want to say. I see Sandlot, Trouble with the Curve, Connor Bryce. I don't see a Field of Dreams
Major
yet.
League.
Major League's classic too.
Major League 1 and 2. Great.
Classic. I never
Great
saw two,
movies.
actually.
You know
2
what?
is funny as hell.
Ooh, a sports fan
Space Jam.
one. A sports
Space
fan
Kevin the
Jam.
Dog. Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah.
It's so many good sports
So many
movies,
good
bro.
Bad News
that
Bears.
I love. Like, I love all these movies.
Did we
Yeah.
say Fever Pitch? A sports
Fever Pitch.
fan movie
Fever
too.
Pitch.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have Justin actually probably clip the entire segment for Feldman. We're gonna have to put this out on socials. Ask people what their favorite sports movie is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy
Tony
Gilmore.
D.
They're making it
Presented by
too.
Feldman Automotive.
Tony D missed me with Rudy, though. I hate Rudy.
Well, wait, how can you hate Rudy?
Man,
Wait a
don't
minute.
nobody care about that scrub, man. He a scrub, man. They made a whole movie about a white scrub.
You know
bro.
what,
That's
Rudy?
he got in the game.
Okay, Flannel. You don't care about the role players?
Yeah, and it's Notre Dame. Screw Notre Dame,
KG
man. I've
over here.
never liked Rudy.
You're like, oh,
It's so boring.
Everyone loves Rudy.
It's boring as hell, man.
The worst part about that movie was that it was Notre Dame.
hey, you getting love in the chat.
I'm telling Rudy is, man.
They said everybody said Rudy sucks.
Yes, they got your back.
Thank you.
They got your back.
Hey, I'm
bro.
with you, KG.
Rudy fucking sucks.
What was that one with Tony Danza where he was the kicker? I mean, he was also the garbage truck driver.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
Invincible.
Yeah,
No, that's Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, that was Mark Wahlberg. You're
But
right.
I think it was the Eagles. This Tony, it might have been like a Disney or a Nickelodeon movie. Think about it. Let's get a couple more question ins.
Yeah.
I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
Mhm. It's got a long name.
Yeah.
A long name. Someone will have it in here.
Oh,
Yeah, that's Invincible.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Yeah, that was Invincible.
You said Tony Danza, though. Tony Danza as a coach is hilarious.
Tony.
With Mark Wahlberg in it as
No,
on the
not
Eagles?
No, maybe it's not Tony. No, I think it is Tony Danza, and I think someone just put it. Dad with Tourette's and Rake. Field goal kicking, garbage picking, field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon.
What?
Is what it's called. That's the title.
Wow.
That is a wild name for a title of a movie.
I know.
It makes sense why Tony Danza's in it.
I know. Dodgeball, Angels in the outfield.
Dodgeball is great.
Rollerball, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
one.
that's a throwback.
You just keep rolling
Wasn't
on this
really into
question.
that one though.
Angels in the outfield.
But if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Movie is great, man.
All right, how about this? Nate Edgington, mailbag. If and when the Lions have to lose a stud or two for money reasons, would you rather see Kirby Joseph leave or Aleem McNeil? I'm going to actually rephrase this. Would you rather keep Kirby Joseph or keep Aleem McNeil? He wants to keep Kirby.
Oh, wow.
I might keep Kirby.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to keep Aleem, but the price tag, especially if he has to go out there and balls out this year, I don't know.
Yeah, but balls out is the third option on the D line. I think I'd rather have Aleem, and I don't think I think there's a potential where we could sign him to a team friendly deal. I think that safeties are way easier to replace than the interior defensive linemen.
I don't know. They drafted Mekhi Wingo, so
and I'm high on Wingo. I just don't know. It's hard to, like Neil Rule puts it, it's hard to bet on rookie parlays.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of Wingo, though, Steve DeYoung, mailbag. Hutch will lead the D-line in sacks with, calling it 15. Who leads the secondary next season and with how many sacks? Do you think he's asking, Steve DeYoung, you asking what secondary player
is going to
leads with sacks or who's
I think he's asking anyone except Hutch.
Yeah, that's how I initially took it. But if he blitzes,
yeah.
Aaron
So
Glenn's
he's
known to
asking
blitz.
who in the secondary is going to have the most sacks.
I'm going to make an executive decision. Who is number 2 on the team in sacks after Hutch? We got Lee McNeil, DJ Reader, Marcus Davenport, James Houston, Mekhi Wingo, John Kaminsky.
It could be Davenport if he stays healthy.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm on Davenport. I'm going to take Davenport.
Well, Matthew Betts.
Practice squad warrior.
I can't wait till Matthew Betts does. He out here hearing this slander in the streets.
Who wins? This Marvin Strong mailbag. Who wins on a rant battle? Sam Flannel or Stephen A. Smith?
Flannel.
Flannel. We got to take our guy.
Flannel.
Let's go.
See, Stephen A. Smith, he doesn't come with facts.
That's
Stephen
true.
A. Smith just spews.
That's true.
Spews.
That is true.
That's true.
The man is a bona fide
love him or hate him.
scrub.
The dude comes with facts and stats and stuff to back up how he feels, whether it's right or wrong.
Yeah.
He comes prepared. You can tell
and
Stephen A. Smith arguing about baseball, but he doesn't know anything about baseball. So that's where I'm giving it right to Flannel.
I feel you. Him and Stephen A. in an argument would be it would escalate so quickly.
Gotta love pro football Flannel.
Can you just imagine Stephen A. and Flannel getting into it about anything?
Bro, that would be such the weirdest and most
my God.
entertaining.
Especially Stephen A. He been
captivating.
cussing now. He got his little podcast. He been cussing and shit now. I don't know, man. That might get nasty.
Ooh.
What a week.
What a week.
What a week.
What a week.
Check this out, baby.
Hey, you know what? Chat family, you guys satisfied that like button enough that we actually reached our goal.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Had an
so much
orgy
for
over
the
here.
support.
Oh my God!
It's orgy in the end zone.
Alex Orgy.
Yes.
He
The
said,
Michigan
"Really
quarterback."
said, careful, the like button wants you to
Who
stay
in
over.
the group chat said 7 wins yesterday? That shit was outrageous.
Wow.
Was it you?
JB.
No, that was me.
JB.
What?
7 wins
I'm sorry.
for the Wolverines.
Yeah.
And you think we're going to lose to MSU?
Yep, that's what he said.
Hey, I'm
And
never
USC.
going against my team.
I don't
will
even
never
care
say
about the other
one
teams. You
year.
really think
So
we're
you
going to
think
lose to
you're going
MSU this
12-0
year?
then?
I will never say any year that we're going to sit here and the Wolverines are going to beat MSU. Never.
Let me let
Doesn't
chat
matter.
in on a secret that I told
7 wins.
JB yesterday. If Michigan loses to USC, he can slap the bitch out of me because there's no way that we lose to USC
Yeah.
and MSU. So,
In Ohio State.
Yeah. To
Show
be
them more
honest,
economic-
I think they can easily get to 10. Easy.
yeah, 10 or 9, make the
Easy.
playoff.
And I'm not trying to be a homer, but I'm just looking at the schedule. It seems like they can get 10.
I mean, hell, everybody's making the playoff now that they expanded it.
You aren't.
Chooses!
Time will tell, but fair burn on them, but time will tell.
I can't wait for them to lose week 1.
You need
Oh
a
my
reference
gosh.
letter. You need someone to have your back and a promotion. I got you.
Yeah.
That was clever.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Man, they're still pushing that button, man. Steve DeYoung, I can still smell the like button on my face. Wow.
Good morning, ladies.
They have been on one today. I know you guys are about to have a heck of a weekend. I can already tell. You guys have helped our weekend start off well, especially our Friday. The sun is out. The chat has been here. We got the love and the support, the engagement. We hope we've provided a good show for you guys too and a good start to your day. So thank you so much. But to break this thing down,
let's go.
Let's break it down. Shout out to not intern Justin. That dude Justin. That dude Justin does work. Hey, plug the pod one more time real quick.
Hey, tune in between E&E and heavyweights. Yin Yang Sports. I'll drop the link in chat. Thank you for all the support. There's so many people in chat right now who have supported, and you guys too. All you guys are the best. Thank you, and I appreciate it. Take it away, boys. You guys are the best.
Let's rock. Shout out to Flannel Sam, the 5th member of our starting 5. He is the vet of the squad. He's going to be on Big D Energy today. So I'm walking about 40 minutes ago. Shout out to him. He's back there getting prepped. This is what he does.
I bet you he's going to be wearing a flannel today.
You know what? I might bet on that one.
Let's go.
Hey, shout out to our elite booth, the best in the business. I don't care, sports, this, that, and the other. These guys hold it down, and they're great people too. Shout out to Detroit's
Chat
number one
family's
draft.
crazy.
I am not looking at the screen while I do this. I am literally avoiding it. Shout out to KG, Detroit's number 1 draft pick. Rookie of the year.
The child
Black Hollywood on the way.
Hey, man.
To MVP. What up, though?
Hey, man.
Y'all got KG smiling on camera.
Oh, man. A laugh and a smile is 2 different things. But shout out to the chat, man. Y'all is the absolute best. I appreciate all the love. Shout out to my team, man. Wouldn't be possible without y'all, man. I love every single one of y'all, Justin included. And yeah, man, JB, 7 wins, egregious.
Hey, let's rock mid-May. Salute to whoever gonna bury the like button and raise my seed.
I got you.
KG, you on the desk again today?
I don't know. I do not know.
Ooh.
So
That'll be a treat.
Hey.
yeah.
Keep taking advantage of opportunities. You're crushing.
Oh yeah, most definitely. A big announcement coming next week too.
Can't wait. Shout out to Woodward Sports' MVP in the Diddy booth. It's that main man, Mr. JBSMOOOOOV.
Hey, another great week once again. Shout out to Justin. I tapped into the Yin Yang podcast. You guys do an amazing job. It is very interesting and going to be fire moving forward. I'm definitely excited to see what you guys got cooking up. So definitely tune into that show. KG, can't wait for the announcement next week.
Yes, sir.
But man, it's been a hell of a week. And 7 wins, come on. Like, that's enough. You guys will make
That's
it.
enough.
You'll be fine.
You must have confused us with y'all team.
Exactly. I don't even know if y'all getting 7 wins.
You're right.
We can hope. We can hope. Trust me. This college football season is going to be fun. That's all I can say.
Hey, is Tuck still coming?
I mean, he came and left. So he smashed the like
Did
button
he
and
ever
left.
go?
He smashed the like button and left.
Oh, man. What a show.
His home button is sticky for sure. Phone, FaceTime.
Yeah.
Dog. Shout out to our credential Tigers and Lions credential reporter and writer. That is Mr. Matthew Broder. And as always, thank you for what you do for the show, brother.
Got you, dude. This is Kool-Aid, our Detroit Pistons, credential beat writer, reporter, social media lead. You do it all, man. What an awesome week, Chad. This week went by so fast. Like, it feels like Thursday. We weren't here Monday. Thanks for a great week. Thank you.
Thank you. That can't be said loud enough, bro. I'm telling you, I hope it's not understated. We appreciate and we definitely love you guys. Thank you for the support. Hey, if you haven't satisfied that like button, take your turn. Go ahead and take your turn on the way out.
I don't like Airbud, to be honest with you.
You don't like Airbud?
Nah.
I don't like the sequels. The first
Hey,
Airbud.
Isaiah Bugs.
I love this crew, man. Great people doing great work. You know what? For great people out there like you guys. I hope you have a good day. This has been Wake Up Woodward. That's right.
Woo!